your voice be heard. All right, good afternoon and welcome to another of the Sports Desk. I'm your host. My name is Christopher Zidane Matthews.
I'm Euclid Orville Neville Higgins, and we'll be with you till 4 o'clock. What's up there, Mr. Matthews?
I want to go back to the discussions that we have been having from last week, Friday, until now, as it relates to that Pine Action has come up with that. The only thing Colin Kaepernick was seeking is attention, relevance, and that is exactly why he knelt when he did, because it wasn't really that he cared about black. And his main question is that, listen, what happened when he was in his prime? So he mentioned the years of 2012 and 2013. But when they went to he was the quarterback when they went to the Super Bowl final in 2012. But Orville, he came into the league in 2011.
Yeah.
Super Bowl would have been the following year, February, so that would be 2012. How is a rookie in his prime? I've never heard of a rookie being in his prime. So the years that Pine Action is giving to us as to why was he protest when he was on top of his game in his prime? Colin Kaepernick wasn't in his prime. He just happened to be a part of a good team, and he was a good enough quarterback to help that team to the Super Bowl.
Right.
And I'm saying that he was still 20, would have been 26 in 2060 when he started the kneeling.
Yes.
Why would clearly he would have been smart enough to know that you're gonna kneel during a national anthem. It might cost you.
There are repercussions.
There's repercussions. Then he still did it. So I'm saying at that point in time, he had many years ahead of him, even as a second string quarterback, to make some money in the NFL. So I'm confused now. I don't get it.
Here's what is on my mind, though. Yeah. I've heard that Colin Kaepernick issue making rounds for the whole year. But there's a school of thought pushed by no lesser personality than former West Indies player Andy Roberts, that the West Indies is going to England with no benefits to the West Indies. And people are figuring that we should be in, for want of a better term, stick up England, because England are, benefiting from us being there. I did some checks between last night and now. The truth is that England definitely want the store to go on.
Yes.
There are contractual obligations that they will have to meet. And they wanted the store to go along. I think that is fairly obvious. Mm-hmm. There's a question of a $3 million US loan that they give to West Indies. Members of the West Indies board is saying it's not a loan, it's an advance. Because there is some money that the ICC gives every country.
Yes.
I think sometime in the summer we due for that money. England says the West Indies is saying whoever approach who, but West Indies will get $3 million US from England, interest free.
Yes.
Until the ICC turns over that money.
Oh.
So the ICC is in local term, almost a guarantor.
Mm-hmm.
Interest free. Now, when you get $3 million US to borrow interest free, or somebody advances you because you want to carry a thing now, that benefits you. Now, normally when a touring team goes to another country, you pay for the travel.
Mm-hmm.
England is picking up the tab for the travel. You pay for the hotels.
England is picking up
the tab for the hotels. You pay for food.
Mm-hmm.
England is picking up the tab for food. You pay for ground transportation in between venues.
Mm-hmm.
England is picking up that tab. I think the only thing that the West Indies would have to do is pay the players, which normally are many. So this England trip, if the West Indies were to undertake this trip without these special English arrangements, it would cost the West Indies some money that they would have had to spend.
So basically, you're saying West Indies is actually getting some back.
West Indies is saving some money. They might not say our money.
Yes.
But if we are paying for your travel arrangement.
So whatever it usually costs us to travel to England,
it won't cost
you
us.
do the matter, you realize that you have been actually getting something.
Whatever it going to cost you for a hotel, you won't pay.
Yeah.
Because England have them special hotel arrangements. Food, because you can't leave out of the hotel going away, England so we respond to your food.
Yes.
Ground transportation, because we don't want England don't want you to take a taxi or a bus, we pay for that as well. Now, between traveling and accommodation and food and hotel, who knows what that would have cost the West Indies on a normal condition. Can't be nothing cheap.
No.
England is saying none of that you will have to pay. So those benefit the West Indies. But I dug a little bit deeper. Now, England, and this is not concrete, but England is saying, listen, do us this favor of coming. you can always make the thing reciprocal.
Yes.
We will come back to you one of them time, which is not scheduled now. Although this is a scheduled trip.
Yes.
So for example, let's say the World Cup in Australia is not played.
Yes.
Which would be a window for every team.
Yes.
Every team's window has the World Cup
in it.
As that.
Yeah, man.
Now what if England says, all right, you see the time of the World Cup, when everybody have that window there, suppose we can give you back a reciprocal.
Yes.
These discussions are being
There you go.
So it's not necessarily that we don't benefit none at all. But well, take that as you wish. Yeah. Madam producer is saying we must go to the phone. All right.
Hello.
Franco from St.
Franco from St. Bess. I'm man. Bless up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, me go on the address for the station, you know, because I come down there and walk with a placard where say the producer to get a raise, you know, because the producer is doing a wonderful job, you know.
So how about my raise? Sure, is it that I take a raise too?
You know, them the brown on the radio every day talk about we master how much time we no bramble.
All right. Raise for the producer.
Yeah, man. With a placard. But here's a problem with me. I not hear the show, you know, man. The station broke down for yesterday. Well, this was a bad week for me, you know. The station broke down Monday, it broke down Wednesday, broke down yesterday, and he hasn't come back. And me I tell you, you know, the shows like it's like Days of Our Lives and Young and the Ruthless and Bold and Beautiful and Santa Barbara and One Life.
Oh, you know so much soap opera, my boss.
General Hospital and then show there, you know, man. You miss one day, you know, man. Man.
Franco, how you know about so much soap opera?
Hello?
How you know about so much soap opera, my boss?
No, man, I was used to watch, man. I mean, every time that I look a boy, I mean, I no choice, so I saw me used to know then something there too.
All right, my boss.
The people them in the yard where me live there, that's all that my sister and my mother, them, you know?
Yeah,
man, but may I tell you, may I tell Clyde yesterday, you know, me don't know if I Clyde me did. Yeah, man, I think it was yesterday. I'm not upset about what Bailey said. Oh, you can't tell Arville. Yeah, man, I'm not upset with Bailey. I think he said the right thing.
Oh.
You hear me?
Yeah,
you
man.
hear me? Yeah, man, when Bailey said about if them don't make the World Cup, man, yeah, where you feel look, man. I agree with them because if they don't make it, there's a force move. Look.
So what about the players? What if the players them just didn't play well?
No, man, you can't tell by the player on the pitch, man. We tell if the player them fall.
No,
I'm not stupid. Maybe watching.
But Bailey is already Leon Bailey. Lord Frank, let me talk with that now. Leon Bailey is already taking any blame away from the players.
So it's a guarantee that once we don't qualify as the JF.
How can that be?
You know, watch that, man. The player on the pitch will make me know if them with it or not.
No, but you say you agree with Leon Bailey, which means you have to agree. Say even if them play bad, still the JFF fault.
No, but if them play bad, I tell you, say I will know.
That means you're disagreeing with Bailey then, because it's a possibility that it might not be the JFF fault. So you should say Leon Bailey was wrong to say it just like that.
Yeah, well, you have a look point there, but me still stick with my point. And that's why I'm not too LeBron, you know, because in play LeBron and Messi, you see them they play to them best and lose. Me nah know, you know. And when they go push, that irks me and you want to beat the greatest. The greatest ain't never gonna push. All if he lose, he's gonna give his all. He's gonna down that pit.
All right. All right, Franco.
Man. Yeah, man, bless up.
Bless up, Franco.
You look fix the thing, we can't hear the show. Bless up. St. Elizabeth, Santa Cruz, here?
Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth. All right.
He's been complaining for a while. Let's see if we can help out the Santa people.
I will take another. Hello.
I didn't hear Friday yesterday, but I understand he may have called my name in his Discord in 2016, which I think there was a 2-14 record. I didn't mention anything in anything I've suggested about the record of the San Francisco Giants. As a matter of fact,
49ers.
The 49ers, yeah. Giants is baseball. 49ers, sorry. Yeah. The Colin Kaepernick has been described in some quarters, 2016 season, as a good quarterback on an awful team. Now, those who know American football know that, as far as I know, is the only game where the offense is on the field at a different time than the defense.
Yes.
Because I can't, not even rugby, which is the closest thing I know to American football. The same people who doing the attempt to score, if the other team end up getting the ball, it's them same one have to try to prevent them from scoring. But in American football, the offense is on the field, the defense is on the field at separate occasions. So, in terms of Colin Kaepernick for 2016, he threw for 16 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. And he ran for additional 2 touchdowns. So, he was responsible for 18 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. And ended up with a quarterback rating of 90.1, I think.
And how is that rated?
90.7.
And when they get that was amongst the best in the league that year?
Was amongst the best in the league. Rating, Aaron Rodgers have the highest lifetime rating of 101. Of the present quarterbacks that are playing, the only ones above Colin Kaepernick's career average is Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, and I think with one or two others. So I'm saying that he's in esteemed company insofar as his quarterback rating is concerned. I'm not speaking about the performance of his team. The truth of the matter is, the San Francisco, that's one of the reasons why the coach that he performed best with, Jim Harbaugh, left the team, because there was problems with the management in terms of putting the team together. And the team went from a Super Bowl contender in his rookie year to being almost trash. So he played for 2 or 3 different coaches because the team was in turmoil. So I specifically for the record of the San Francisco 49ers. I just quoted the statistics of his performance. So in my opinion, he did a reasonably good job.
The rhythm of the people.
Paint with Sherwin-Williams. Sherwin-Williams, putting more color in your life. The time by Sherwin-Williams is 1:15.
When you don't want to lose, you always choose Yummy Half and Half. But now you've got the best of both, don't get confused. Yummy Half and Half. Twice the flavor, twice the fun, twice the choice for everyone. No, nice. Twice the flavor, twice the fun, twice the choice for everyone. The best of both worlds, Yummy Half and Half.
Man, sports mash up this year. Me sorry say the Olympics not on this year. Boy, all the excitement gone.
No man, don't worry. You know hear about KLAS Cyber Olympics 2020, July 24 to August 9.
That's right. It's KLAS Cyber Olympics 2020. Our expert team, using 2019 performances, will select the various medalists in track and field events. 32 hours of flashbacks and informative discussions with Jamaica's best track and field experts. Who will dominate the sprints? You can participate and make your selections. Call or text each day to give your predictions and win big. KLAS Cyber Olympics 2020. Innovative sports coverage as only KLAS can. Cyber Olympics 2020 on your #1 sports radio station.
After a long break due to COVID-19, the English Premier League 89.
David Silva into the box, still has it somehow, finds Sterling! And that's the goal that Manchester City wanted.
Corner taken back towards Pereira, lovely delivery, surely 1-1! It is 1-1! Marcus Rashford at the back post.
On Wednesday, June 17, Arsenal plays Manchester City at 2:15 p.m. And then on Friday the 19th, Tottenham hosts Manchester United also at 2:15 p.m. It's sponsored by ABC Electrical Supplies, a better choice in the electrical business. MoneyGram, bringing you closer. Alliance Prepaid MasterCard, make big money moves, money at your fingertips. Access to Information Unit, your right to know, power to change. And Just Bet, cash in on the EPL action and win big with Just Bet. Remember, you can play anywhere, anytime with Just Bet Mobile.
You're listening to Jamaica's only daytime sports call-in talk show, The Sports Desk, on KLAS Sports FM 89.
All right, welcome back. Old Fortis, we're still there.
Yeah, man. Just wrapping up quickly. Yeah, the truth of the matter is that Colin Kaepernick deserved to be in the NFL, even in spite of his diminished performances in the latter part of his career. Because, as you can see, his career was really a very short-lived career through no fault of his own. The 2016 season, when the whole kneeling situation came about, he was coming off 3 surgeries at the start of the season. So, as you know, with a quarterback, your shoulder, your thumb, those are 2 very important parts of your body that govern how you perform. Plus, the array of the coach and the systems that the coach implements have a very serious impact on your performance. And to say that why he never did this because he was in his prime. He was 5 years. 5 years. When you sign a rookie contract, it is for 5 years. We have 3 after the 3rd year. The team can opt to either extend your contract, or if you didn't perform up to scratch, they can say, well, no, they're not taking up the 5th year. Kaepernick got a contract. He was supposed to earn over $16 million in the 2017 season. You tell me that you're going to put all of that in jeopardy in order to gain attention? No, man, that is unfair to characterize the young man.
Doesn't make any sense, my boss.
and to talk about his prime, but Kaepernick was never in prime. Kaepernick started to perform as a young man in the game.
Yes.
Very young in the game. So, and I have never ever thought to disparage anybody's opinion, neither Tiny or anybody else, because everybody have a right to their own opinion. What I try to do, give the information that governs my opinion as to why I think this thing should be put this way. All right?
All right, my boss.
All right, 1240.
Yeah, man.
Cool. All right, we go to another. Hello?
Hello?
Fine action.
Yep. Hold on there. I mean, that was quick. Hold on there. Is it done? Harville, pick up yourself.
Yes, sir.
Hesitate because Joe, me go hard found it on Facebook Live last night. Don't hesitate. Me know I'm mad with me, but I saw it with
what is he talking?
Anyway.
You did?
Yeah, man. Me go hard. It's done. Come catch a one listener.
No, man. I just hold on. I just look, my boss. When I realized it was you, I just came off. So I didn't really hear anything.
I didn't hear anything either. You was cussing me out?
Yeah, man. Me cussing out bad man, but me not cussing no bad word. Me just cussing out.
What you say with what you cussing about now?
Me not that, man. Go check your Facebook page. Me and Kemsen, we are going to come live on your page to come discuss Kaepernick. But you what now?
Yeah.
You see, like all the Italian Harville stand up and listen to old parties, so I never hear the hee and them thing there in the background. I want you to listen to me out. No. And don't interrupt me. Do the same thing when you do to old parties. Give me that respect. No. Please, and Tom. When we're ready, when we finish, you can talk. Thanks to old parties. You just contradict yourself by confirming everything I said. Everything I said. Because if you was listening, you hear I said Colin Kaepernick was a good quarterback. He got, as I said, shoulder injury, finger injury, and in back injury. He regressed, and the year you're talking about in 2016, after he lost his job, he get back his job at the 5th game in the season. He played 11 games. He averaged 200 plus yards per game, around 2 touchdowns per game, because I'm not looking at the numbers, so I don't tell you. No. You see, after that 5 year, he's talking about when you play, going into that new contract under free agency, those numbers don't get you a new contract. If you was a rookie or a second-year player with that kind of numbers, you could have continued to play out your rookie contract and improve. Colin Kaepernick did not improve, not because of maybe his fault of his, because he got so much injured so fast, which is his fault, because when he should be throwing the ball, he running around because he was so mobile, very elusive, running away from people, getting hit, getting hurt, just like Cam Newton did. No, Cam Newton don't get a new contract. He's not creating any emotion. Are we going to say if Cam Newton don't play in the NFL again, is because he's being blackballed or is because of his injuries? That's a question for all parties to answer. No, if this guy Cam Newton, who was better than Colin Kaepernick from day one, come back and decide to say, well, all right, I can't get a starting job, I'm going to be a backup. What you going to say about that? I don't see these high-profile starting quarterbacks ever relegated to a second position. If you remember, Drew Bledsoe and Tom Brady, that's why Drew Bledsoe left the NFL after his injury, because he would not play any backup and nobody would give him a job after those injuries. So he ended up on the radio or wherever until now. Nobody even know. A lot of people don't even know who Drew Bledsoe is. But he was a star quarterback when Tom Brady took his job and continued to improve over the years. And because of those improvements, he could not get back the job. Colin Kaepernick did get back his job. He did not perform the part to get a starting quarterback job from the 49ers. He should have sit on the bench, take his $16 million and do what he have to do. No, that is what I'm talking about, That is the part that gets me upset when people say, That's what leads to all the other things they have said, Because when people come out, people like Wellington Town and them come out and say, oh, Colin Kaepernick, he sacrificed his career. No, if he sacrificed his career, it's because he was not playing the way quarterback started to play and was doing too much well, I understand black quarterbacks always have to do too much, but he did too much and got hurt. Michael Vick went to prison for allegedly killing dogs. Did he get back in the NFL when he was very good, even though he went to prison and all of that? So nobody could pass upon him. Even when the people was out by Philadelphia Stadium marching, no, we don't want him. The dog lovers and the pizza people. He did came back. And he played very good for the Philadelphia Eagles. So don't tell me about this, that, and the third. I will stick to what I said. Colin Kaepernick knew his career was over, and there was no money going to come in if his career was over, and he did what he did to stay where he at. And if you don't agree with me, if you agree with him, say police are big, I will agree with you. No, me have to. Me not even want to say nothing more. Me just leave it right there. So just accept all of what I just said.
All right. We can ask you something now?
Yeah, man. I don't know.
All right, you don't know. We probably only have a minute or so. What I don't get is his career was over. How was taking on the causes that he would take on? How would that help him in life? That's the link I don't get.
How is it help him now? If every time a black man dies.
You're saying that Colin Kaepernick at the time when he started to kneel would have foreseen all of what is happening now and figured that he would get. Let me ask the question. Remember you talked for 4 minutes, like a while.
No, don't ask me about foreseeing. What I'm trying to say.
The question I'm asking you, Pine Action, is you said this, Lord Jesus, you talk for 4 minutes. Give me a chance to talk and host the show, sir. You said good. You said his career was over, and that is at that point he started to do the whole kneeling thing. I'm saying, to what end was he doing that? When he was doing that, why was he doing that? And why does him doing it at the end of his career, to what end? That's the question.
Let me answer you again in human term, like I said before. If I am working here and you come in and take my job and I believe I am good enough, and even though the multitude and the people who employ me don't believe I'm good enough, and I believe that I am going to be sulking.
No, man, but we're not talking the sulking. We're talking about the kneeling now.
The kneeling never come into the play after he was coached. The kneeling never come into play.
So why did he? Why did he?
He was sitting at the back of the huddle. When they caught him sitting after they missed in the first game, the media. It's like
why did he start to kneel though?
Abel.
Yeah.
He started kneel because he need a cause.
Why would he need a cause? Why would he run the risk of being thrown not employed if he didn't mean it?
He already know the San Francisco 49ers maybe would have make him run out that contract, but nobody never ever sign him back because him show him couldn't play football as good as people want to say him is no more. So why
did the league pay him off then if they knew he wasn't good anymore?
hold on, no. That's the question if you ask. Why him never expose the league and show us what the lose?
No. The reason why the league had to pay him is because
The
they
league were
realized that
colluding against him.
he was good enough to play
No.
for a team.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
No, what you just said, he was done and wasn't good enough.
What kind of man? Listen.
But the league paid him because they believe in the end that, listen, he was really good enough, but we were keeping him out. So you're all over the shop, my boss, with this one.
No, man, are you all over the shop?
No, you're all over the place, my
Listen, did you hear a coach come out, this Pete Carroll come out today or yesterday and said, oh, I regret I did not hire Colin Kaepernick in 2017.
No, man,
worse than ever.
No, man, what I want you to tell us, which I don't think you've answered properly.
Not at all.
Why is it that he decided to take on a cause, knowing that could effectively end his career?
Let me tell you why. Because he did not have a career anymore in the first place to be ended right there and then. I don't know if he could have got if the rest and things can make him better.
No, man, no. Pine Action. Why would he take on a cause that he didn't believe in?
Because, okay, good question. No, me understand it. No,
Yes.
allow me to. I am sitting here. I know black people are always looking for a hero, and they easily fool that, especially African American, and believe that, oh yes, this is my hero. Not thinking he was hustling.
So hold on, hold on. Let Pioneer and Pine Action. You talk your 5 minutes already, you know.
Oh man, but you ask me a question.
But hold on, man. But while in answering it, Lord Jesus Christ, we have a break. I want one more time. I want another minute with this witness.
Yeah, man, no artist.
I want another minute with this witness. You understand? And I know your time for ask me no question now. You talk, you out your 5 minutes already. I have a couple more for you. Hold the line. You're working with you. Hold the line. We're coming back.
Home is where the temperature by Dunn's fine furniture and decor is.
Visit Acorn Sales Auto at Lot 53 West Tradeway, Portmore Town Centre, or call 876-333-5555 for quality cars at competitive prices. The time brought to you by Acorn Sales Auto is 1:30.
Home is where the heart is. Let Dunn's Kingston 10 or call 754-2921. The temperature by Dunn's fine furniture and decor is
30 degrees Celsius in New Kingston.
KLAS Sports FMA.
Marshal James Anderson says England will consider joining the West Indies if the tourists make an anti-racist during the forthcoming Test series. Windies captain Jason Holder said on Wednesday he will discuss with for nearly 9 minutes while he was being restrained. Former West Indies captain Darren Sammy said Floyd's death was a symbol of people in power suffocating people of lesser means. Amid demonstrations around the world, some sports stars have chosen to take a knee. That's all the time we have for your sports in a minute.
KLAS Sports FM 89 has just presented Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Polyflex, the home of form since 1982, a member of the Morgans Group. Fastest group of companies, your electrical, lighting, solar, and LED people. Visit 79 Malines Road, 3 Cottage Road, 18 Fairview, Montego Bay, and 35 Ward Avenue, Mandeville. D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road, Maypen, and Edgechem for people who dream in color.
This is Crime Stop. How may I help?
No, them bear some illegal gun, but me know what them know say I me talk.
Don't worry, sir. Crime Stop is privately funded and run by the PSOJ. Everything reported here is anonymous. It's just like you're invisible.
What about the reward?
We provide cash rewards for information that leads to an arrest or recovery. We'll stash the cash wherever you like, so nobody will ever find out.
All right.
Call Crime Stop 311. Solving crime pays.
Only Chlorado gets it right.
When you need a bleach to make your scene clean, get Chlorado Bleach for the ultimate white and the ultimate clean. Chlorado Clean is always seen.
The ultimate clean is a Chlorado Clean.
This segment is being brought to you by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion.
You're listening to Jamaica's only daytime sports call-in talk show, The Sports Desk, on KLAS Sports FM 89.
All right, so one more question for you, Pine.
Before you ask me a question,
Pine, you're gone. You're 5 minutes of talking already, man.
yeah, man, you have asked me one question, I'll hang up. You don't know nothing about Centre Pole, you know about Pally Royal, I must be lucky 37 or 8. You don't know, you're not even know which part in Kingston Centre Pole is there. Big car that, Mr.
Yeah,
Man,
go, club. Yeah, I suppose me come as every talking about it. Anyway, you are saying that.
Go ahead.
You are saying.
Go ahead.
You are saying that Colin Kaepernick took up a cause that he completely did not believe in, only because he wanted black people to think he was a hero.
Mm-hmm.
That is what you're saying?
Yes.
Well,
because he wanted to be but you have to answer now. You're back up to that now. He did not know that that backlash was going to come. He did not know that the people was going to come out and so much people was going to be upset with him.
He did not know that by kneeling to support a black cause, that white America would come out against him?
Yes, disrespecting the anthem.
He did not know that?
No, he did not know that.
Even in Jamaica, if you don't stand with the national anthem, certain quarters, they get pressure.
By an action, that is where I can't support you. Any black man took on that gesture would know the backlash. But I have to leave it there, my boss.
We're going to continue this argument.
Yes.
Hold on, let me say one more thing.
No,
we have to leave it there.
We have to leave it there. We have to leave.
All right. Hello.
Good afternoon. The astute and intelligent gentleman and host.
Yeah.
You know, unlike other hosts that just sometimes, make my ears hurt. I'm going to be very calm, relaxed, composed, and articulate today because I want to kill this Kaepernick thing. But before I get there, yesterday, two callers that I have a lot of respect for. I've never met them, but just based on how they speak on the show, because I learned a lot of things from this program. One is St. Diego, and the other one is Man from Afar. And they came on the radio, and here's what they said. And I listened back to the program today. They said that they respect Detergent because even when his opinion is wrong, he keeps his opinion and he stands by it, and he should not go away from his opinion because it is his opinion. And that is what real men are like. If that is their definition of real men, they need to check the life of their children. Because if you are going to continually believe that something that is wrong is okay because it is your opinion, and that is what classifies you as a man, then something is wrong with life in general and manhood.
They actually said that if the opinion, even though the opinion is wrong,
I never hear it, but me can't
believe
then
so.
Man from afar.
I think St. Diego probably would have said something like that. But
Man from afar, call the program to them and take you on.
Because me can't believe man from afar.
Man from afar is a man we know from you. Can't believe him.
If they can find man from afar, call
the show man from afar.
All right. So let me go on to something, because remember, this thing is not about but social injustice.
Yes.
So Detergent is overseas, so he knows this. He knows that highways were, if he did middle school history or just American history, you know that highways were built because they wanted to go over black communities. All right, so they wouldn't have to spend money in black communities. You know that your kids go to a certain school.
And that's why they build highways.
Yeah, man, that was part of the reasoning, because they didn't want
to make transportation easier.
That is it, but part of it was to drive over black neighborhoods.
But I don't know about Zidane and my boss. But I'm not comfortable discuss race unless it have to do with sports.
All right, so it's sports. I'm getting to sports now.
No, get to his sports, boss.
All right, so let me get to Kaepernick now. Kaepernick, the first, because it's the fourth game that Kaepernick did an interview, The first two games he had on formal clothes. So nobody was really observing him. The third game he changed and they saw him sitting. Because remember, the first game he sat down, the second game he sat down. The third game he sat down, but he had on jersey for the first time because he's recovering. And Old 40 said this and Countryman said this. The fourth game was when in between this at the end of the third game and before the fourth game, he had a conversation with the person from the army who told him that it would be better for him to kneel. Now, remember, Alton Sterling had died, all right? The Trayvon Martin case had just come up, and George Zimmerman was released from prison. So all of these things.
But other people, in fairness to what Pine Action is saying, I don't agree, I'm clearly not on Pine Action. Yeah. Other atrocities were taking place while long before all
And
the-
he was
before this.
tweeting and speaking what. So here's the thing. In other words,
I'm telling you that the biggest argument against Pine Action is what he was doing in his prime and prior to coming to the NFL.
Watch this now. Watch this now, Arvin. If I I was in a if I did something now, chances are a lot of Jamaica would not do it, even though it's right and it's justified and it is crying out for poor people or whatever. But when I get a bigger platform and I do this thing,
no, but you're no. His biggest platform would have been the year when he carried his team to the Super Bowl. To the Super Bowl, 2012
but he was, remember, he had on a hoodie as well, because remember at that time the Trayvon Martin thing had just happened.
And he wore the hoodie as well.
And he wore the hoodie.
Oh.
And that was as a gesture.
That was when LeBron James was in Miami.
Because he was in Avant.
So the move at that time was not kneeling. The move at that time was to wear hoodie as a black man.
Yeah, man. I remember when the basketball.
Yeah, man. I remember when they used to. And he was wearing it as well.
He did it as well. You're sure, man?
In 2012.
I am sure.
No, if that,
but what I am saying is
but
that
this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What I'm
this
saying
is what the opposers to Pine Action's statement. These are the things we want to hear.
What I'm saying, but Mr. Higgins, is that so the different moves over the different years, people say like the eye can't breathe, hands up, don't shoot. He was saying that. It's just that the kneeling thing came. So there was
where is the evidence?
There was the hands up. There was the hands up, don't shoot.
Lord have mercy. Where is the evidence that he was doing it?
I'm going to send you, because remember now on the Twitter he tweeted in his hoodie. Then when the hands up, don't shoot, he tweeted, hands up, don't shoot. The same thing that LeBron was doing, the same thing that D Wade was doing. That was the move at that time. He was now the first one to say, okay, no man, this needs to go further. Let me kneel for the anthem.
Yeah, you're so convincing.
Send us these information.
So let me say this now. So if anybody is a hypocrite.
Well, the man is one, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm saying, telling us that him used to wear hoodie and him used to say, don't this and do.
Pine Action, I'm going to say.
Pine Action is going to say not a God thing go like that.
Not a problem.
So
I'm going
saying,
to send it to you. I send the 2 articles,
No, man, I don't want your articles talking about him. I want to see the
going
evidence
to
of what
I'm going
he
to
himself
send them. I'm
did.
going to send them. No worries, I'm going to send them by the end of the day. Let me give you if anybody is a hypocrite, it's people like Michael Jordan then, who since this whole Black Lives Matter thing and the demonstration start giving money and come out publicly and speaking. Aren't they more hypocritical now than Colin Kaepernick?
Send me the evidence and we'll have a stronger argument. The can't find.
All of those people coming out and talk now is because there's a big wave.
Go on. I said what you say already. Me, I said
I want to ask you one question and then me leave.
What is it?
All right. Bob Marley is a white man. Did he ride on black people?
Yeah, when you talk to Pine Action, Bob Marley is a half white man so far as
him whiter than Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
All right, boss.
All right,
Manny. All right, Monique, we'll see if she can find some old tweets of Colin Kaepernick.
Because Pioneer argument, is that he only started doing this thing when his career looked like it would be ended.
So-called done.
And career done.
Yeah.
So if we can find evidence of him partaking in any pro-black sentiment, then Pioneer Action get lick out of the water.
Completely.
So me no want a man tell me same used to do it. Provide the evidence and that will punish where. Yeah. Where's up, Madam Producer? One more. Hello.
All right, Arabic.
Yeah,
Pioneer.
The
great pioneer, man. That's what I was saying.
It's like common as to the Virgin.
Yeah.
Boy, I can't understand a victory against Kaepernick. You know the name Jason Whitlock, Zidane?
Yeah, man. He was at Fox. I understand that he's no longer there.
You know the brother named Marcellus Wiley?
Yes.
It's funny to when I talk about Bob Marley. You know what, to them 2 men there, before this, I think, was when Kaepernick started kneeling. They said Kaepernick wasn't black enough to be the one to lead this protest.
Oh.
You heard it?
Yes. Oh, yes. It should be somebody else. Yes, I remember.
And the based on that, based on the fact that he didn't grow up in a traditional black community. And I keep telling people that if there's anybody else, if there's anybody at this time, anybody that we should be coming against at this time, it should not be Kaepernick. It should be all of the other hypocrite black NFL players who, while Kaepernick was kneeling, getting bashed by white America, getting bashed by Donald Trump, facing the wrath of the NFL, its owners and the commissioner. They were silent.
Yeah.
And now that the thing reached a level now where them feel that if they dance, Ramas me keep on saying, and the party shot and now everybody are jump on from the bandwagon. Saying, fine, you need to bring your victory out to who deserve it. Bring it against all of the hypocrite black sportsmen in America who, while this youth was going through everything when I got you, this youth could have been killed for him actions in America. I want them to realize that.
That is what I'm
A
saying.
lot of time when people stand up against racism in America, Malcolm X and Martin Luther lose them life.
Yeah.
It's a youth who put not only money on the line, not only his career on the line, but put his life on the line to bridge.
Yep.
Just to be a hero, according to
pioneer.
And the finance and just to be a hero.
And stay
Just to be a
relevant.
hero. Be a cause they never believe in. How stupid can you sound? So I am risking everything, including my life, for a cause, to be relevant for a cause, not knowing the outcome. And even when the heat started to come, you would kneel again. It's not like he kneel one time and never kneel again. You know? So when he knelt and the heat came, he knelt again.
Yeah.
With little support from the 75, the NFL is a league that is 75% black. See? And a lot, and most, a few, I think we can count maybe a handful of black players who came out in support of him. Everybody else was either quiet or going in the other direction.
Hold on, Pioneer. You sound, this is your best call in about 3 months.
Yeah, man, I disagree with you. That is it.
We're coming back.
We are committed to the fight against doping in sport.
If you are committed to the fight against doping in sport, visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jm. We don't need dope to cope. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
Bashko time. All the things that you need for your home, the price is so low, you would never need a loan at Bashko. At Bashko. Appliances, house with furniture and rugs, gifts and linens and glass and mugs at Bashko. At Bashko. Whether the north or south, in the east and the west, Bashko, them all over, they must be the best at Bashko. At Bashko. At Bashko. At Bashko. Giving you more.
Keep vehicles looking beautiful with EdgeChem Paint's automotive refinishing system. EdgeChem Automel Super Extra was specially formulated to give excellent coverage and accurate color matching for an assurance of quality and a photo-worthy finish for any vehicle. When you're looking for a top-performing product at a low cost, trust EdgeChem Paints and get the right product to get the job done well. EdgeChem Paints, for people who dream in color.
After a long break due to COVID-19, the English Premier League resumes on KLAS Sports FM 89.
David Silva into the box, still has it somehow, finds Sterling! And that's the goal that Manchester City wanted.
Corner taken back towards Pereira, lovely delivery, surely 1-1! It is 1-1! Marcus Rashford at the back post.
On Wednesday, June 17, Arsenal plays Manchester City at 2:15 p.m. And then on Friday the 19th, Tottenham hosts Manchester United also at 2:15 p.m. It's sponsored by ABC Electrical Supplies, a better choice in the electrical business. MoneyGram, bringing you closer. Alliance Prepaid MasterCard. Make big money moves, money at your fingertips. Access to Information Unit. Your right to know, power to change. And Just Bet. Cash in on the EPL action and win big with Just Bet. Remember, you can play anywhere, anytime with Just Bet Mobile.
This segment is being brought to you by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion.
You're listening to Jamaica's only daytime sports call-in talk show, The Sports Desk, on KLAS Sports FM 89.
All right, so we're back here.
Pioneer. Back with Pioneer.
This argument about the man was seeking attention and seeking relevance. If you don't notice, this youth by nature is a quiet youth.
Yes.
And I'm sure that each time some black issue come up, there's the media who will be trying to find this man to seek out an interview. You're not seeing this youth enough up on every interview like you see some other people.
I said that on Tuesday, Pioneer.
He used to work behind the scenes. A lot of what Colin Kaepernick is doing, he not even bring highlight to himself about it. The work I'm doing in Africa, he's not bringing the highlight. His people seek it out. So if a man was seeking relevance and attention, then at every given opportunity would be in the media.
Yes, he would have gone to the media.
Yes. Boy, believe me, to take on a cause like this for something that you don't believe in. It's a serious man this time, bro.
That's a stupid argument. And if you are seeking attention, I'm sure that every time that something like this comes up, there will be people who will be seeking out Colin Kaepernick for his views. And I've not seen this youth come out. He continues to make his donations behind the scene.
No, but I tell you something in a Pioneer.
Yeah, what is that, teacher?
Colin Kaepernick lives in America.
Yeah.
Even if he knew that is what percentage of America is black? 10%?
30?
I think that's 13%.
13.
I think that is the last figure, yeah.
So even if he would be a hero to 13% of the population where he lives,
yeah,
he would be ostensibly an enemy to the other 88%.
And look at this, teacher.
Why take that risk?
It's that youth who grew up with white parents.
Yeah, so I understand.
You have athletes like Tiger who grew up with black parents who is whiter than Colin Kaepernick who grew up with white parents. This is a man who could have chosen in high school and college to link with white fraternities and chose black fraternities over white fraternities.
While he was in college.
Yes,
the black youth them couldn't believe them and say, with this superstar college quarterback I go, man.
Moving towards my black side of my culture.
Yes.
If I'm a sellout and if I believe in a black side. The whole argument makes no sense.
I read that one last night. We went to the black guys and said, listen, I want to join. And he said, what are you doing? You say, I want to get closer to my roots.
Pioneer, leave it here.
Unless Pioneer say, man, the man psychiatrist and the man came in his office and confessed him, he don't have no argument. Shut up and allow the thing.
No argument.
Man has no respect, question.
Cool.
There you go.
Cool.
Hello.
Hello, good day.
San Diego.
Yes, good day, Mr. Higgins, Mr. Zidane.
Yes, sir.
Matthews. Looking at the Sunday Gleaner, Sunday, June 7, 2020. Page B4, that's the sports section, you know. The $5 gone on the Gleaner. It's $155 now for a Sunday copy. The left-hand corner, it has an article headline down, Holding laments Bravo's absence.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's respect to that English story there.
Yes.
The right-hand corner says support grows for Kaepernick. Colin, you know?
Yes, yeah.
And we see him kneeling, a photograph. As Pioneer just indicated, he's not the jet black type of man. He's a little, you know, what we call brown skin.
Mm-hmm.
And show you him kneeling in a 2016 photo, September 25. It says San Francisco 49ers, Colin kneels during our national anthem, etc., match against Seattle Seahawks, etc. I'm in no position to speak of the genuine, how noble his deed is, how genuine, how authentic, how bona fide it is. Mostly because, apart from can't getting into the man's mind, I don't have sufficient information on the case. See what I mean?
Yes.
So, me don't venture as people like Pioneer does. Me don't venture. He is much more knowledgeable on the case. So, I'm not suggesting that the man not genuine in his cause.
Mm-hmm.
What I said, and I'm surprised that a man like Manning gets things so wrong. Nobody on earth could say they're gonna defend something even when they're sure it's wrong. Neither me nor man from afar could say that.
What exactly did you say?
All we said was that we were admiring Piney for defending his position, even though it wasn't popular.
Oh, have you ever admired me for doing exactly the same thing?
Doing something that's not popular?
For taking a position that is not popular.
And not letting up.
How come you have never admired me for doing?
I can't remember enough things where you take up when not popular, Arvin.
Oh?
No position?
I thought I was the person who always went against the public.
Not really.
Oh, so you are saying I always take the public the side that is popular with the public?
Your view is you go on the wall sometime and except for that except can't play better and lose.
What about Bradman?
Most of your other views are fair support.
What about Bradman?
Bradman.
When I can't think of too many people who were agreeing with me at this time. The point I'm making though,
we were in school that Bradman was the best, you know.
San Diego, the point I'm making, and you're kind of running from it. I'm probably wrong to remind you, but what you are admiring Pine Action for doing, you used to take me on for doing the very same thing.
Yes.
To take a stance, and no matter what the public has said, me I hold on to my stance.
Right.
It would be nice if you would admire me for that as well.
Okay, we'll do it if a cause merited.
All right.
But as I said, I'm surprised that Manning couldn't miss it like that, man.
Oh.
That is far off. That is saying this is a man who can't repent, him can't admit sins, him can't say wrong, him can never go to heaven.
Oh.
He can never baptize. No, man, we couldn't say that. And man from far didn't say that either. We were saying we were just simply admiring a man who put forward his views and stick to it, even though it wasn't popular.
I want you to admire me when I do the same thing.
All right. And by the way,
I crave your admiration, Innocent.
I'll give it consideration.
You'll give it.
The slave masters, when they're taking the slaves, the Middle Passage from Africa to the West Indies, even on the plantations, a slave master will treat a slave good. And you ask them why. Why do you treat the man so good? Some of them masters treat the slave good because of a humanitarian goodwill, and just benevolent. Others treat the slave good to keep him fit to work.
Yeah.
And it's hard to tell which man just like black man and treat him good because him is another man, or him just want the man fit to come back to work. So, Kaepernick, I'm not venturing to go into the nobleness of the man deed.
But St. Jago, listening to the other callers and the facts that they have brought.
All I'm doing is really listening to Pine Action.
How it sound to you? You know, sound like Pine Action now make no sense.
I don't have no reason to doubt, But Pine Action has some good argument. Him said the man was...
Name one half of good argument.
Well, him said the man was on the down and it would fill up his career, if not as a sportsman throwing the ball, but as an advocate for the black cause.
That's why I'm saying it's important for us to find out him doing some of these things while he was on top of his game.
Right. That's true.
I want to know why. I want to know why other athletes who were on the down didn't try something like this. Kaepernick is such a genius.
So all I'm doing is sitting on the bank of the recovery and listening to Pine Action.
And you know a white man doing this, it would be even greater when he was on the down. So you find a white athlete who was on the down and say, "Listen, I'm going to defend black people as a white man." It would be even bigger in the bar.
Yes, so, and think they mentioned the point. So you have other people, the question how black was.
But why would Kaepernick want to join a black fraternity in college? And when they say, "Why are you here? You're a college superstar."
Yeah, and Peter.
And he said, "Listen, I want to know my roots." Why would he do something like that, St. Jago, in college?
A lot of people who consider themselves white, they're really black. So Kaepernick is truly black, but in some quarters, black man say he's not really black. It's other thing.
Leave it there, St. Jago.
Okay then.
Good.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Zidane. Good afternoon, Mr. Higgins.
Oh, this is the economy.
Economist, how you do?
Hey, we're good, man. Mr. Higgins, Zidane.
Yes.
You know that your callers invest in your show?
Yeah.
Thousands of dollars.
Yes.
Both local and foreign.
Yes.
So we are investors to the sports desk, right?
Yes.
Now, I look at you on TV 2 nights straight. I'll ask you a question, Harvey. You know that since you went back to TVM sports product improved?
Yes, I know.
I mean, I tell you that straight up.
I mean,
I watch your interview with Jack Warner, and Jack Warner duck and hide, not coming to you straight with your questions. You agree with that?
Not necessarily. Jack is not the type to really bob and weave, but one or two of the questions he wasn't as direct as he could be. Let's put it like that.
I hear you interviewing Solomon Sharp last night.
Yes.
You know who is the most dangerous sportsman in Jamaica?
No.
A broke jockey. When a jockey is broke, he become a dangerous sportsman.
Explain that.
Post me, you know what?
Yeah, man, explain that.
Listen this now. When you go to the racetrack, every $100 that you gamble, 30% of it go to the system, and 70% go to the pool, right?
Yes.
Now, when all the jockeys them come back and them have them bills pile up to pay and all of these things as outlined by some of the professional jockeys out there, the jockeys have the angle how to determine the outcome of certain races to suit their personal agenda. No other sportsman have the regulation of that. And one of the reasons why the Premier League can't really sell in betting shop and sell on sports in Jamaica is because they fear corruption, you know.
You're talking about our local Premier League.
Yeah, local Premier League.
That's what I've heard.
But so a jockey can manipulate the race, you know. And it's not good when jockeys are broke. That's why I never agree with Supreme Ventures cutting a purse or cutting a jockey salary, you know.
What you say now, in theory, I understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, may I show you that straight up. And you hear Solomon Sharp tell you say one racehorse a track can feed 100 Jamaicans.
Yes.
Him right, you know. Now, Arville, I want to ask you a question. You get trained in personal speaking, public speaking?
Not. Yeah, I've done little courses here and there.
Because I notice when you talk, you use your hand as emphasis to emphasize what you're saying.
I tell you what, though, economists, we're right up to the 2 o'clock break for the music. You haven't gone your 5 minutes yet. Can you hold?
Yeah, no, I not going to hold. I don't have much credit. But me call you back on next day. But me just want to make the point about the jockey them.
All right.
Yeah, to be continued, man.
All right, cool.
We take the break.
We'll take the break.
Y'all ready for this?
The Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Track and Field Championships was dynamic in 2014. And the KLS team of Stratton, Dean, Juliet, Trish, Fort, and Grant gave you the coverage from all angles.
And now the anchor man is Matheson for Kingston College, and he blows away the rest of the field. Matheson blows away Georges, followed by Anson Tego, and Matheson brings them to victory.
Join KLS Sports FM 89 for Memory Lane on Sunday, June 14 at 2 p.m. as we relive the exciting 2014 champs. Memory Lane is brought to you by New Budget Supplies, always the best prices. Yummy Bakery, best in value, best in taste. And Don's Electrical and Hardware. Visit 15 3/4 Reddy's Road, Kingston 10.
The preceding segment was brought to you courtesy of Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion.
KLAS Sports FM 89 now presents a health alert.
Use bleach. Diluted household bleach solutions can be used if appropriate for the surface. Never mix household bleach with ammonia or any other cleanser. Unexpired household bleach will be effective against coronaviruses when properly diluted. Prepare a bleach solution by mixing.
KLAS Sports FM 89 has just presented a health alert.
You're listening to Jamaica's only daytime sports call-in talk show, The Sports Desk, on KLAS Sports FM 89.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. McFarlane. Welcome back to the Sports Desk. And now it's time for music. And it's brought to you by HCAM Paints for people who dream in color. Bouncers by Cape Auto Rental, serving your kids over joy. And Express Fitness, your goal, our mission. This one, a big one, from Bounty Killer, a.k.a. Rodney Price. The Lord is my light and salvation.
None of mercy, make someone live like we will. All of them approach war with benefit, with profit. Jailhouse, deadhouse, that's the benefit. None of mercy. The Lord is my light, my salvation. Who shall I fear? No evil one. I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, and I fear no evil, I fear no one. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Me sing say, oh, I wonder if one day that some gunman will say that them want to go church. When the people down the 45, hunger see Father God, hunger that him with all dirty works. Killer, yes, Selassie, I'm concerned. Me sing, it's war, you want check the police, you get it. And no bad the ball, say you can't defend it. Sort up my cap, hey, them ready to say it. But in police, if I war, them I beg it. You war, then who will benefit? They dose the principal that she lost the profit. Stop make the bombs, what if stop make the ratchet? Stop make the gun, what if banana the ratchet? I'll make some more pants with a 55 pocket. You Mr. Tan, you Mr. Chocolate, me bucket. The Lord Is my life my salvation? Who shall I fear? No evil one. I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, and I fear no evil. I fear no man. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Me sing say, I wonder if one day that some gunman will say that them want to go church. Ready to put down the 45 and go see Father God. Answer that him with all dirty words. Killer here, Selassie, I'm concerned. Now to me say me turn up in the dance like me name John Gotti. You know me trench coat and have a double more chatty. That was just a little bit stuff to make my fans happy. Now tell me say your son duck and a rush in them your copy. Now Jim Brown are the notorious natty. What you want it on your black brother in a dopey. The boss your match 11, hey me show you not happy. Black man stand out for Selassie. Me sing say the Lord is my life of salvation. Who shall I fear? No evil one. I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, and I fear no evil. I fear no man. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Me sing say, I wonder if one day that some gunman will say that them want to go church. When they figure see Father God, put down the 45 and say that's in with my dirty words. Killer here, Selassie, I'm concerned. Hey, it's what you want, check the police, you get it. And no matter ball, say you can't defend it. So to up a champ, hey, them ready to say it. I see police, if it's war, them I beg it. Because they get paid, they see a non-protected. You war, they know it benefit. They lose the principle and you lose the profit. Stop make the box, or if you stop make the rockets. Stop make the gun now, if you banana ratchet. Or make some more pants with all 55 pocket. You Mr. Todd, you Mr. Jacket, me back it. Lord, it's my life, my salvation. Who shall I fear? No evil.
All right, big one there from Bounty Killer Rodney Price. Brought here by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color. Bouncers by Cape Auto Rental, serving your kids our joy. And Express Fitness, your goal, our mission. And now it's time for the Producer's View. And the Producer's View is brought to you by Stoplight Wholesale, where your shopping dollar goes further. Sean Grant.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Matthews. Have to big up also Mr. Higgins. I was about to say the soft-spoken Higgins, but the correct speaking Higgins, who did a lot of voice training back in the day. Whatever that trouble in at all. This afternoon's Producer's View is just looking at sports, not globally, but locally, what's going to be happening the next couple of months. Now, we know that for a fact that some things have been postponed. However, some things are opening up across the globe, like EPL will be starting on Wednesday, and other events like the test matches between England and the West Indies, Pakistan series with England also will be on. So you see sports around the world, Grand Prix or GP, I should say, that's motor racing, will be on also, and also Formula One. Sports opening up. However, on the local soil, the Jamaica Football Federation made, some may say, a hasty decision to close down football for the rest of the season. Now, the rest of the season, meaning till September, I'm thinking. But although they've closed down football for the rest of the season, there's schoolboy football, which should start in September. Now, closing down the seniors up to September, and maybe the body who is responsible for the juniors are in talks. Yes, they are in talks to see if it will go on, yay or nay. So they're talking to respective persons who will make those decisions. I think you'll hear that decision next couple of weeks, or in a week time, or maybe 2 weeks or so, regarding schoolboy football run by ISA. Now, if it is going to be held, or if it is going to be kept, persons have suggested that it may start in October, because students may go back to school in September. You need 1 month to train. Or if a decision is made now, because we have seen decisions made and reversed even by the government. So if decision is made now to say that, okay, you can go back to school in August or July to do some maybe background training or training whatsoever, it may start in September, if that's the case. But It's up in limbo at this present time. Many persons have their own suggestions. Many persons have their own thought process on it. But it all boils down to the school and the children's parents. Do they want them to be playing amongst each other at this time? I don't know. But as you always say, who to tell?
All right. That was the producers we brought here by Stoplight Wholesale, where your dollar goes further. Text messages?
Yeah, and those text messages are brought to you by Hawkeye Electronic Security, securing what matters most. And let's see what we've got.
Text message.
It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Colin Kaepernick protested, shocked and worried the NFL owners as collectively they decided to blacklist him, according to Sports Illustrated Commissioner. According to Sports Illustrated, Commissioner Goodell tried to persuade teams to sign the quarterback, but owners suggested Colin Kaepernick was bad for ticket sales and the image of the league. As a result, he filed a grievance case against the NFL, alleging that the owners colluded against him to keep him out. And that was from Vinny. All right. Let's take another. What becomes of Tamar Lambert? He never played for the West Indies. Think he was one of the best in the region. What happened to Tamar Lambert?
Tamar Lambert was still coaching up to about a season. He was coaching St. Thomas. He was a player coach for the St. Thomas team. And he was helping out with the Homewood Headley Cup team for a little while as well. About a season.
All right. Good day, brethren. 100% agree with Manning's man. The comment by St. Jago and Man from Afar yesterday disgusted me to the core. I can't believe in this day and age, all that is going on now, a black person would come out with such statements. By inaction, shut up, but learn to construct a sentence and stop spoil the good program. This is Antonio Maxwell from Alabama. So this person is overseas. So we have to say who, because I know by inaction think I'm here I try so them things they bought him in. Make him run me up a year again. Orville, Castor Semenya and wife expecting a baby.
Yeah,
but how? Asking for a friend. CD.
They must
Castor Semenya and her wife is expecting a baby.
Yeah. I see it. The woman pregnant.
Well, I could understand a woman being pregnant. That is normal, but how would Castor Semenya get her pregnant?
Then remember Michael Jackson fathered children where him never biologically.
Oh, so they okay.
So it can be what them call that, that's something there again. Surrogate father.
Oh yes.
Right.
Yes. All right. One last one. Orville. Good day, Orville and Zidane. Why does St. Jago always make these baseless statements before he gets to his point? Like telling us the price of the Sunday Gleaner. Orville, you hold St. Jago right. There so you're truly one of the best. So they must say when you ask him,
yeah, him say my big up Pine Action because Pine Action was holding on to him stance to it in a pop.
Okay,
and he admires him for that.
Yeah.
But he doesn't admire me for doing the very same thing.
Yeah, and he was trying to go around that.
It's true, man.
Yeah.
St. Jago, me need like admiration from you because a few people who hold on palm points long like me. So my argument, I'm go back 8 years. And St. Jago would know what I mean by going back 8 years.
All right, that was the final one.
There we go. Hawkeye Electronic Security is securing what matters most. All right.
But before we go to the next one, a couple of persons are saying that St. Jago did actually made the comment that Manning's man is saying that he made.
But St. Jago is basically admitting that he said it.
No, St. Jago is trying to say he said he must hold on even though it's unpopular. He never said he was hold on even though his opinion is wrong.
Oh,
but persons are saying he did say wrong. So let's
okay.
All right. I don't know. If enough persons are asking, we might have to play the tape.
We might have to grab for the tape.
All right, we go back to the phone line. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
San Diego shot me. He normally does it, but today him shot me. The man said that the slave master, the benevolent slave master, the benevolent oppressor. In other words, he said that the slave master would cheat some slaves behind and some because he's benevolent. You ever hear an asinine statement? The man, that's your oppressor, he enslave you, which is taking all of your rights and your freedoms. Yes, he give you a piece of bread. He just
treats
never
you
them
well.
man. You understand me? Over this that for a man like it.
You are saying that a slave master can't be kind to somebody that he has in captivity.
You cannot be an oppressor and be a kind of person. Oxymoron.
Can I be kind to my dogs?
Yes, your dog is, you can be kind to your dog, of course.
My pet dog that I don't let out.
You can be kind because you may not want to can maybe smaller and be exposed to the other bigger dogs and maybe better you keep them inside.
No, I understand. That human beings were not meant to be kept as slaves.
No.
So it kind of what the word you just use? Oxymoron. To say that I enslave you, but I'm
then I teach you too good.
Yeah, I understand.
Yes. No, follow the following point now. Kaepernick. The Kaepernick argument that financial.
I tell you, don't wind up in the point yet. We're right at the 2:15 break, and we don't want to break you when you go into that point. So we take the break. We'll come back.
All right.
Are you prepared? June 1 to November 30 is the Atlantic hurricane season. And it's very important for you to take precautions. Join KLAS Sports FM 89 every day at 7 a.m., 11 a.m., and 4 p.m. as we present Hurricane Tips. Don't get caught off guard. Be sure to listen and make the right move this hurricane season. Hurricane Tips is sponsored by
Colorado Bleach. The ultimate clean is Colorado Clean.
The JSC Group, Jamaica Stock Exchange, Jamaica Central Securities Depository Limited, and JCSD Trustee Services, providing a fair, efficient, and transparent stock market for over 45 years. The time by the Jamaica Stock Exchange Group is 2:15.
Y'all ready for this?
The Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Track and Field Championships was dynamic in 2014. And the KLS team of Stratton, Dean, Juliet, Trish, Fort, and Grant gave you the coverage from all angles.
And now the anchor man is Matheson for Kingston College, and he blows away the rest of the field. Matheson blows away Georges, followed by Anson Tego, and Matheson brings him to victory.
Join KLS Sports FM 89 for Memory Lane on Sunday, June 14 at 2 p.m. as we relive the exciting 2014 champs. Memory Lane is brought to you by New Budget Supplies, always the best prices. Yummy Bakery, best in value, best in taste. And Dunn's Electrical and Hardware. Visit 15 3/4 Reddy's Road, Kingston 10.
Make your space yours with Edgecam Decorative Paints. Our stock and customizable line of paints is designed to offer you any color and finish you could dream of, with maximum coverage and minimal hassle. Use color match technology to create that perfect shade to make your space beautiful while spending less money. Trust Edgecam Paints and get the right product to get the job done well. Edgecam Paints, for people who dream in color.
You're listening to Jamaica's only daytime sports call and talk show, The Sports Desk, on KLAS Sports FM 89.
All right, welcome back. Yes, my boss. Welcome back with you.
All right, sir.
Yeah, man, make your point.
Quickly. Why are we to attempt to discredit the man's work, Kaepernick's work, We're doing the white man's business for him, over the history of time, whenever we have a black man raise up and say about a leader cause, the white man seem to find some way to either kill him, malign him, or discourage his work, So I won't take them back too far. I'll take them back to Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey was bankrupt when he went full steam behind the UNI, The man was bankrupt, So did anyone say, or should we have said that Marcus Garvey was broke, so much a little thing to get a little thing? The man saw need. The Kaepernick, when them bit broke and the bank, them put him on the side and them go pay me money. The man saw a need. We cannot and we should not. And we lose ourselves, we lose our face, we lose our moral high ground. If what we are doing now, we should say, to get them some do, I just not these for. You understand the man, whatever his reasons and motivations are, just accept it that he paid a price for this movement. And don't, I mean, the loot of financial.
I could argue that Bob Marley's songs, he was doing them to make money,
Exactly.
Bob Marley used to collect enough money if it sing them and perform them.
Of course.
So it benefited him.
Music.
It benefited him to do what he was doing, And make him be also the whole road and drive BMW and rap thing. And the more he did these songs, the richer he got. So
Yes.
clearly doing these songs were beneficial to Bob, but clearly he also must have believed in his
Cause
cause.
you need exactly some fine action and the rest of them.
So the point that I don't get is where Pine Action is saying that he doesn't think the man believed in his cause. Maybe I am not going to doubt for a minute that there's a possibility that Colin Kaepernick may have known that, listen, this thing may benefit me in the long run. I don't see how man can do all that if he doesn't believe in the cause. Colin Kaepernick could have been the biggest genius in the history of the world. You understand me? I believe in the cause of coming on a radio, my boss, and trying to get people to talk sports rationally. You know. It's something we genuinely believe in. No, but may I say, the fact that I not going to do it for free.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm saying Colin Kaepernick may very well be, but you can't take on something like that if you don't believe it.
You cannot.
I don't
know
see
how you can do
it.
Passion that you have to have for this cause and the struggle. And you may show it. You understand me? So I have lived in this state. And it's an old time thing. One just a black will make you black, you know. The man now needs to have a black skin to be black in America, you know. Yeah. tell Passion that, you know. When they look at him and the blonde hair, blue eye, if you have that man there, he's a black man. The other who want to call him half white or half black, I can put him in a bucket. The man choose where he wants to live his life and how. Let us not do that. Because we have our kids in the States, we have our in the States, and we have to, they're exposed to this problem. They're helping with it, not fighting down for it.
Whatever benefits he Pine Action say might get, he'd be a hero to black people. He must have believed in a way, man.
And the black people believe it. And anybody who's signing for NFL quarterback, they're stadium full right now. Anybody who's signed Colin Kaepernick now.
The stadium full?
Full by just because of him.
All right, sir.
All right, get in that.
Good.
All right.
Back online.
Hello.
Yes, man. I don't believe in calling this show, you know. I just do it because I'm
Wait, I love your love sport, Badger.
I love it, yeah.
I love your love sport.
No, man, but that's because we have some money. You know, because I like me almost open radio. You know,
you want to be a hero to your friends then by your car.
I'm a car and all everything there. You understand? So when you see me at a football game and then things, and I really like football. You understand? They don't have good because
maybe. Well, I was going to say for the girls, but in your case, it wouldn't apply.
Please don't do that.
Happily married one.
Yes, sir.
For a wonderful wife.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Continue. She's listening.
No, I don't.
Anyway, I call this show, sir, and I come up with some with some opinion of mine that based up with some facts, right? And sometimes I remember I came up with the Johnny Barnes one, right? And everybody, even the person who was beside the Harville, everybody gave me some licking of ass, man. I never, I said, Diego, because of the studio, I said, Diego, call the studio. I said, Zidane no go on and Zidane talk and Zidane talk. But you know, said, Diego, I don't talk to idiot, you know. So the man class being a boss, man. And
he never admired you for your stance?
No, he man never admired me for my stance. You understand?
For sticking to your stance despite
never,
not being popular?
Not even a second. When I say my style is better than Ali, the man them give me some lick. And never hear say Diego call and say, he man admire me for my stance or whatever. You understand? But no, he call at about him, which I get it. He never did say he admire for his stance. The man say, even if you're wrong, that the man say boss, but even if you're wrong, the gentleman from Man from Afar. Yeah, you know I take a man from Afar now, I'm so like a big man, you know. You understand?
They said you're a big man to boss.
Well. Yeah, well. Me don't want to take a man till now, but me I say.
No, man, take the man if them brand to take the man. As long as you're not doing disrespect. Man from Afar forget the one lick.
Boss man, I was shocked. When the man say call after. You understand? And they were going on the line of saying, St. Diego, pile option, even if nobody no agree with you, and even if you point it wrong, you stand your grounds, admire you stand your grounds or whatever. That the man, I tell the man, you know. You understand me? I say, because this show's about standing grounds or whatever. You understand? So I don't know, no. You understand?
St. Diego never said that about me.
Well, I better tell me. I wish he said that about me too.
St. Diego, but Badger, I am sure St. Diego, you would have taken stances.
Yeah.
But me think me take more than you when me hold on to and let go.
Yeah, well, it's
unpopular.
Unpopular.
So
yeah,
if he even not gonna admire you 40%, probably my admiration must about 60 or 70%.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
maybe it's a foreign thing.
Oh, so I have call and twang and talk about NFL. But let me ask though. Alexander Bustamante, born down Hanover, right? And left Jamaica and go spend some time at Spain. And then even go to Cuba, go be a policeman and all of those things, right? Whenever when he come back to Jamaica, he start him thinking, maybe him come back look and another money, boss man. And just a ride on the coat of black people, You understand me? I say, boss man, I mentioned Bob Marley already, and I just heard you with it in the boss man. You understand? And Marcus Garvey, Marcus Garvey in Jamaica, and he never done take on nobody like that, really. When he go to America, him start taking on the people. Maybe was riding on the coat of black people. Boss man, those things are foolish things to be saying, boss man. And Mr. Higgins, me hear you try to work out that point, and I say, you want to know when him start the thing and when him start the thing.
No, but that is that is the essence of Pine Action.
And I'm saying to you, boss man, even if we dig up and find, because I hear people say he was doing what he could at whatever time, You understand me? I'm saying, but even if him just start now, whatever, boss man, you have to start somewhere,
No. I'm saying Pine Action's argument is he was not doing that when he was on top of his game. He only started to take on a cause when his career over. I'm saying if you can, your greatest argument to counter that is to find evidence of him doing it when he was on top of his game.
People find things and lick it.
No, but man say me send me something.
Even the American reporter said Colin Kaepernick was
known to be doing this for a long time.
Believing that
I want to see the evidence.
The thing about it is this, again. He's talking about the kneeling thing or whatever. The kneeling thing was not his idea,
I am not talking about the kneeling thing, Dwayne. I'm saying show me examples of Colin Kaepernick taking pro-black stances while he was on top of him game or before him came to the NFL. And then Pine Action's argument with that show it out as
going into college and try to find a black movement, not standard.
Well,
reasonable.
That says something.
That says something.
Mr. Higgins, I'll have to find out one, You understand? Because you're talking about the death now of it now, You understand?
No, but no. To join a black movement is not necessarily advocating.
You don't want the depth of it, no.
No, man. Me tell you what me that want for liquid Pine Action. I'll know,
He get Wally Palix in there, but you just allow him to shut his mouth.
That one they know would have just shut him up completely.
Yes. So we just cut him off if him come back. If we get the evidence, Badger, you see the things that management was saying. If we get those members, but we cut him off if we come back on the radio saying.
So all right, management, 13 fast, because I don't, Basma, you I know you can't see it.
No, but you know what? If management say him have the evidence,
damning evidence.
To take on.
Management
need to send me the evidence and then roll the Pine Action.
It's like a dope management.
Maybe management busy and can't text my phone.
Yeah, well, no, you have to say all you don't see it.
No, me not see it for you. I shoot.
Listen, man. Management is a minister. For management, them have it. Me, I go to the minister, sir. Management, I hope you have it. Anyway, I got it.
All right, man. Hello.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
G-Star, what?
Yeah, man. Is it done?
Yes, my boss.
Remember when Diego Ogilvy, Mr. New York himself, said that Tom Brady, he doesn't judge playoff performances from Tom Brady?
Yes, I would catch him.
No, did he actually address that ever?
He did. He said he meant averages. He used averages in the playoffs and not what you're doing.
That sounds extremely bramble right there.
No, man.
That's apples and oranges. No, if he says he's using averages, that don't make no sense.
No, you don't agree that it's better to use averages.
No, of course, but he said he doesn't use playoff performance.
No, man, he came back and said that's what he meant. Yes, he corrected
that
himself.
That was kind of up there with one of the big all-time.
No, man,
in the cricket history,
Incorrect himself.
Okay, fine. I do agree what guys have been saying, or the gentleman have been saying about San Diego. I didn't hear the man from afar conversation.
Yes.
But I also heard Diego. Diego was a little bit tongue-in-cheek, saying that if he want to be a roast Bedford, he can. But at the same time, they were still kind of giving credence to what Pine Action was saying. But it is what it is. Basketball time.
Yes.
No, I came on. Mr. You remember our conversation on Wednesday, or you don't remember it?
Remind me.
They were talking about Yanis and Antetokounmpo. Kumbo.
Oh, that he might
Greek
left box and go. Where you say might go?
And I said it might go the Toronto Raptors or the Golden State Warriors.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Higgins, and this is what I'm saying. I need my flowers, meaning my appreciation. You know why?
What?
That I said that on Wednesday. Yesterday, on First Things First, Fox Sport. You know what they spoke about?
The same thing.
Giannis going to Golden State or the Toronto Raptors, and they were specifically, and Zidane, I'm pointing at you now, because you said Chris Broussard was the greatest analyst ever.
I said that?
Yeah, well, the greatest. He said he was the best.
Oh.
Right? He's not the greatest. He said he was the best.
Best of the lot. No.
Yeah, but he's not better than me. So anyways, they both said that Giannis is definitely not going to the Golden State Warriors. Now, I will tell you, gentlemen, when I come up with an answer, even if it's trigonometry, I will still show my work, right? So I'm here to show my work for that. No, Giannis, right? Giannis is going to be a free agent next year, right? After next season. No, you guys know about the Anthony Davis. So if the situation, the Kawhi situation, so if Giannis doesn't sign a long-term deal...
Hold the line, boss. We're on the break. We'll take the break and we'll come back.
No one is immune to mental illness. Many are denied the benefit of the support of family and friends because of stigma and an oppressive silence around mental illness. Let's put an end to the silence.
The time by the Ministry of Health is 2:30.
KLAS Sports FM 89 now presents Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Polyflex, Fastest Group of Companies, Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and EdgeCamp.
The Japanese, Singapore, and Azerbaijan Grand Prix have been cancelled 2020, but announced on Friday that was not possible in the uncertain global situation. The historic event at Suzuka is off as a result of Japan's ban on many international travelers. Races in Singapore and Baku cannot be held because the street circuits cannot be built in the current climate. The cancellations mean F1 has lost a further 3 key Grand Prix to the COVID-19 crisis that has already claimed the season opening race in Australia and the blue ribboned Monaco event. That's all the time we have for your sports in a minute.
KLAS Sports FM 89 has just presented Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Polyflex, the home of form since 1982, a member of the Morgans Group. Fastest Group of Companies, your electrical, lighting, solar, and LED people. Visit us at 77 to 79 Malines Road, 3 Cottage Road, 18 Fairview, Montego Bay, and 35 Ward Avenue, Mandeville. Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road, Maypen, and EdgeCamp for people who dream in color.
Winchester MRI Limited, Jamaica's first choice for MR imaging, is conveniently located at the Winchester Surgical and Medical Center. Our board-certified radiologists provide affordable, high-quality MRI services. We're open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays, and 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sundays. Call 906-159223 or visit 3A Winchester Road, Kingston. Winchester MRI, Jamaica's first choice for MR imaging.
Make your space yours with EdgeCamp Decorative Paints. Our stock and customizable line of paints is designed to offer you any color and finish you could dream of, with maximum coverage and minimal hassle. Use color match technology to create that perfect shade to make your space beautiful while spending less money. Trust EdgeCamp Paints and get the right product to get the job done well. EdgeCamp Paints, for people who dream in color.
You're listening to Jamaica's only daytime sports call-in talk show, The Sports Desk, on KLAS Sports FM 89.
All right, welcome back. G-Star, we're back with you.
So let me preface this by saying that ultimately, clearly it's going to come down to where Giannis really wants to go, right? But let's just say Milwaukee has the option of giving him a long-term contract at the end of this summer, right? It's called an extension.
Yes.
If he chooses to decline that, if he chooses not to sign that clearly that would indicate to the Milwaukee Bucks that he no longer wants to be there, right? You understand that part?
Not necessarily.
No, man.
Maybe he just wants to test the free agency market.
That's usually, if you want to be, he could give it like maybe one more year to see what happens. But that's
and remember, sometimes if you don't sign the extension and you become a free agent, you could stay with the same franchise but get more money.
Yeah, but he can still get more money in this extension, just like James Harden, just like Westbrook.
Okay.
You can't get he's not going to get any more money by staying one extra year. All right. So now here's the question. Now, on first things first, what they spoke about is who can trade for him, right? But what they didn't speak about is who does he want to play with? Because if you trade for Yanis, you give the Milwaukee Bucks a big package, and he doesn't want to be there after one season. You've just wasted all those picks, or you just wasted your asset base, right? You'll be dead. Just like how the Toronto Raptors traded for Kawhi Leonard, they gave up DeMar DeRozan, and Kawhi Leonard walked.
Yes.
Nobody wants to take that risk with one of the biggest assets in the NBA, right? Mm-hmm. So Giannis is basically like a $400 million house in Jamaica. Not many people can afford that. So now that gets to Golden State now. In the league, there are only two teams that can really afford Giannis and not be broke or dead broke. That's the Boston Celtics and the Golden State Warriors, right? And what Golden State Warriors did, just like they did with KD, the Golden State Warriors have actually put themselves in the very best position to sign Giannis. Now, what they can do is offer Andrew Wiggins. People might not be high on Wiggins, but Wiggins is a baller. They can offer the Golden State pick, which is they're the worst team in the league, so they have a very good chance to get the number one pick. They have Minnesota's pick next year, plus they can offer some other stuff. Nobody else in the NBA can offer what Golden State. Now, the question is, let's just say, say somebody said Denver, right? Those guys on first things first said Denver. You give up Jokic plus another piece. Now, that might be better than what Golden State has to offer, but there's two parts of it. You need to be able to afford him, which is be able to make a trade for him, and does he want to stay? No, that's the part that I don't know. I don't know if Giannis wants to be in Golden State or not, but all I'm putting out on the table is it looks like a Golden State destination.
It seems so in the short term. All right, G-Star.
All right, G-Star.
Cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, talking about two great shooters with a man that is attacking press, going to the basket is immense.
Well, is it that win the league?
Yes, again. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Big up, Harvey. Big up to that.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Cool.
And you know that trade that Golden State will leave before it starts?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Anyways, football is my preference, and that's what I'm going to talk about today.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
from Bull, by the way.
Yes,
yeah, Bull, yeah.
So, I saw my between them have a conversation, and one of them say, the Bruno Fernandes and Pogba thing now going to work. So, from a footballing sense, I will can't enter the conversation because I don't see him think this. So, but I like tackle Zidane and...
Tackle Zidane, man.
Zidane, what do you think about that?
Of course it would work.
Because person, means a Manchester United fan.
What is their argument in terms of why it would not work?
Them trying to convince me that Pogba been playing attacking midfield under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I'm telling them no.
No, attacking mid.
He's been playing deep with Scott McTominay or Matic. But people tend to believe that him playing attacking midfield. I mean, I tell him says Spear and Jesse Lingard normally rotate the role there.
Yes.
So more know if me and you share the same view.
No man, Pogba based on Pogba is a very what do they call him again? He can play different roles in that midfield and play all of them very well. Paul Pogba. So if Bruno Fernandes is brilliant going forward, then Pogba can just pull the strings from deep above. It can work. If Pogba is up for it and playing well, simple 1-2 for me. Simple 1-2. Anybody telling you that no understand the football? No, not at all. They don't know Pogba.
But that's one thing mentally right and besides them.
Yeah, man.
And this team. The team can be great, but I'm just thinking about it and how you think the season going to finish up?
Well, one is obvious. Liverpool will win the league.
Until it mathematically came up, I don't think they're going to win, but they think.
You hate Liverpool, my boss. Yeah, Liverpool will win the league. It seems as if Leicester might hold on to one of those top 4 spots. and then City, obviously. But Chelsea and Man U is making a run. So that fourth spot might be still interesting. You know? If you look at the fixtures, that fourth and final spot might still be very interesting.
And you have the toughest running though.
Yeah.
Because I think we're facing Sheffield soon. And we're facing Tottenham. So beating Tottenham next week Friday and then beat Sheffield after we'll probably knock out them two out of the race.
Yes.
And then try to support. But again, football me talk, but what do you think about team over in RM? You think him can do something at Chelsea?
Nice little player, man. Very quick and moves with the ball very well. It's a good little addition to have.
I don't think he match well in the team. I don't know why.
You don't know what they're going to play when they bring him in the ball.
Yeah, I know, but I just don't see. I feel like Chelsea is a better team when they have like I'm talking about the traditional Chelsea. Most of the strikers at Chelsea is mostly a man who can hold on the ball. And you know, even though they're working on that different philosophy, the formation is basically the same. The players similar in a way of lesser quality. But I don't feel like team over now him roam a lot.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes, but
so that him roaming a lot. Chelsea don't have that glue there where a Diego Costa normally give or a Drogba normally give. I don't feel like that is a centre forward with Chelsea.
But they can always add somebody else like that and he plays off him. You don't know what is the plan of the coach yet. You'd have to wait and see to see who else he will bring in and the style and the system that he will play before they can say what they can work or not.
All right.
Yeah, man.
The next one talk about quick and fast. Yeah, and the issues are black and this and that. So Sterling made a comment the other day saying that black coaches don't get a chance. Right?
Yes.
Saying that look at what happened with Gerrard and Lampard, how they've just basically walking a big team.
Yeah, man. Fast track and get big jobs.
Fast track and get big jobs. So I'm thinking now, and I'm wondering who are these black coaches he's been talking about? And is it that is that known fact that these black coaches have them badges there? So I can blame have this badge with Lampard, them have and Gerrard, them have. I just not get a chance.
Well, you have to have the badges to get the big jobs, so they couldn't be arguing about not getting the big jobs. They didn't have the requisite qualifications about. Think about it. So clearly they have the requisite qualifications, and they're saying that listen, despite having them, we are not getting the big jobs. But the other white players, they just coach a couple of teams, and then they're landing the big top jobs, and the black coaches are not. Which it look away, my boss. If you look across Europe. You see a whole lot of ex white players. Is what the ex black players them no sense. It look away, my boss. It does.
Like the top black coaches in like Africa now.
No. I'm not saying top black coaches. I'm saying top black players. You don't see any of them really coaching any big team in Europe.
Honestly, the only I don't know. Starkham was saying that racism is why I never get a job in the big league. I don't know about any other black player or ex-black player with this claim.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. My ball too.
But
you say Henry get a work down on Monaco.
Henry got a work down on Monaco.
Yeah, and he was the assistant at Belgium for a while. But all right, my boss, we'll leave it there. Bull, big up for the call.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, appreciate it. All right, we'll take another. Hello?
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 You hear me?
Yes, hi, Gate.
Yeah, man, hi, Gate.
How me
hi,
Gate? Oh.
Franco. Yeah, man. I'm not going to talk about bargains, but I'm just going to address the better if you cannot go take care of anything. The better part of what I say is when I star-studied French team and when I star-studied star-studied French team. And he played very well. The worst ever team of Manchester United. I make a call to Clyde, I think a couple months back and tell him, say, Manchester United fantasy finally the best of all Pogba because of Bruno Fernandes. Not because of what Bruno Fernandes necessarily can do, but as Paul Pogba, he just play better with stars.
Everybody
so any star you put on him, he play better.
Most 99% of people play better when they have quality around.
But Zidane, but listen to this now. Paul Pogba, yeah, you're right, you know. But Paul Pogba by himself can't lead a team over a line.
Oh.
But if you're giving pieces, you play super. That is all I'm saying. So 99% of players play better with stars, but other 99% of players can carry a team.
Oh, I see what I mean.
Yes. Kaepernick, let's go make a call to Clyde and I'm not sure if it's
hold the line. We don't want to get into it just yet because we're on the break. We'll take the break. We're coming back.
See Daniels Electrical and Plumbing Sub King Street, Montego Bay for quality materials at the best price. Daniels Electrical and Plumbing Supplies offers a huge selection of wiring, lighting, conduit, fuses, tools, and all the plumbing pipes and fittings you need to complete any job. Contractors and do-it-yourself homeowners who want the very best, shop at Daniels Electrical and Plumbing Supplies. Call today 876-940-1754 or fax your orders to 876-971-5432.
After a long break due to COVID-19, the English Premier League resumes on KLAS Sports FM 89.
David Silva into the box, still has it somehow, finds Sterling! And that's the goal that Manchester City wanted.
Corner taken back towards Pereira, lovely delivery, surely 1-1! It is 1-1! Marcus Rashford at the back post.
On Wednesday, June 17, Arsenal plays Manchester City at 2:15 p.m. And then on Friday the 19th, Tottenham hosts Manchester United also at 2:15 p.m. It's sponsored by ABC Electrical Supplies, a better choice in the electrical business. MoneyGram, bringing you closer. Alliance Prepaid MasterCard. Make big money moves, money at your fingertips. Access to Information Unit. Your right to know, power to change. And Just Bet. Cash in on the EPL action and win big with Just Bet. Remember, you can play anywhere, anytime with Just Bet Mobile.
Y'all ready for this?
The Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Track and Field Championships was dynamic in 2014. And the KLS team of Stratton, Dean, Juliet, Trish, Fort, and Grant gave you the coverage from all angles.
And now the anchor man is Matheson for Kingston College, and he blows away the rest of the field. Matheson blows away Georges, followed by Anson Tego, and Matheson brings them to victory.
Join KLS Sports FM 89 from Memory Lane on Sunday, June 14 at 2 p.m. as we relive the exciting 2014 champs. Memory Lane is brought to you by New Budget Supplies, always the best prices. Yummy Bakery, best in value, best in taste. And Dunn's Electrical and Hardware. Visit 15 3/4 Reddings Road, Kingston 10.
You're listening to KLES Sports FM 89, your number one sports radio station, the rhythm of the people.
You're listening to Jamaica's only daytime sports call and talk show, The Sports Desk, on KLES Sports FM 89.
All right, welcome back. Hi, Gate. You're still there.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Kaepernick. Huh?
Yes, a Kaepernick now.
Yeah, discuss back with Mr. Book with Clyde, but I just want to repeat what I say and then move on to what I don't want to say about it. No. So what I said to Clyde was that if I look for the donations in Kaepernick make, we don't find out none before 2016. I want to find before 2016, but I not bring up American some of this rings up. All of them are after in you. I mean, it's fine to feel more comfortable within himself if he needs to he must support Black lives in a donation and a raising voice before the kneel.
But in terms of the donation, when it does come into the league, your salary is not as big as when you sign the extension.
No, but you know funny thing, most kind of donation they want make are like 25,000, 10,000. And if you say 2 years in never have 10,000. 3 years in never have 25,000. If you don't believe me, go on to education and make another billions of dollars.
I want to the
what I love a man donate after 10,000.
Yeah, but you have to sure if you because you see,
remember, Kaepernick is not no LeBron James or these people get these whopping contracts, where value and then
one more sentence to my next point.
Yes.
Explain one question. One try to answer. Maybe like say in care about Black lives. There was a reason why the donation will come.
Yes.
Yeah, the people usually donation them come in such high numbers after in Nilon. It's like him start then bombing sit down. Now the spotlight the fine. Now the keyboard black lives. So right now we say people are more serious about it. Then take him serious and believe him. So in that type of play the part and explain the part very well. So when I say he never keyboard black lives, I can't do like what I know. But when I say the question how serious in it and we leave it to the second point now. This man say initially a kneel. Initially, we need it because oppression, inequality, etc., etc. This man is now seen sporting a Fidel Castro shirt and never defend it. Fidel Castro. Oh, you feel defend oppression. Have a Fidel Castro shirt. If you got the black people actually they're Cuban and they're the lowest part of Cuba. If you got this man is a known mass murderer, dictator. If you got the people swimming in shark infested water away from Cuba rather than into Cuba. And then the got different in the oppressor, Fidel Castro shirt by saying that the literacy rate is high in Cuba. And then build less prisons and put more money in education while America do the opposite. And I said to Kaepernick, the reason why they invest so much in education and not prison is because this man knows to kill over 20,000, execute over 20,000 persons. If it does not execute persons at your will, then he needs to be in prison.
Yeah, because I'm going to ask my question about
No, you can't ask. Me just not discuss it.
Fidel Castro maybe Fidel Castro did something that he rates highly. Maybe that's why he respects it.
Huh?
Maybe Fidel Castro did something that he rates highly.
Me look on Mutabaraka and I look at you as a quote unquote real Rasta man. It means Mutabaraka with a 5 people with some jerk working there. Me I say question how serious in be as a Rasta man. So if you have a fight against oppression in your speech and your knee long, and you have an oppressor on your shirt and I defend him, I am going to question you, Colin Kaepernick. That's all I'm going to say.
Maybe Fidel is not as bad as you think.
Go and do your research, brother.
Let me do my research. I'm saying maybe it was not as bad
Yes,
as you think.
I'm telling you. Go and do your research, sir.
But me, I disagree with my boss. The same thing way say me no know Fidel Castro about me disagree. I'm saying he maybe not as bad as you think.
Me not go as extreme as the finance, but there's some, don't beat him too bad. They cannot lick him so. Him have, as instead of 600, the sincerity of it.
Let me ask a question.
There's something to it.
Do you care about poor people?
Me?
You, yes, you. I get.
Yeah, we don't want to stand by any people that suffer.
So, have you ever donated to any charity or anything like that?
We don't donate to charity, but help people.
Okay. So, yes, you say the man have a thing.
The average person, the average star, donate to charity.
Listen,
I'm not special.
I get. Let me tell you something. You have people with no Lego money, my boss. So rich people.
Hey, Kaepernick.
Yeah, but he was forced to play the part.
Remember
I say a black man he was forced to play the part.
I could talk about the giving away money now. I believe the greater acts of kindness is not how much you're giving, is how much you give relative to how much you could give.
Yes.
Now Kaepernick giving away 10,000 might not mean that much to Kaepernick. Like when me give man a $5,000.
The reason I bring up the amount is because he didn't say never make as much. No matter which level you do, you could have given 10, you could have given $10,000.
No. I'm almost supporting your point now when you say, boy, you might not have given up 10,000 US. But you help people. Maybe what I give every day is a greater proportion of what I have than the 10,000 we're giving. So probably me need to start. Probably
so that's the last thing. That's 10 seconds. All I'm going to say is this. I'm not referring to the serious, but all I'm going to say is it's because he portrayed that and that thing say he was forced to do it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not saying okay about black lives, but because the spotlight the point you were forced Colin Kaepernick to do it.
That was a spotlight that he chose though, but I'll leave it there. It wasn't thrusted upon him. He chose the spotlight.
Yeah.
All right, text now or call?
Call. Hello.
New York.
Oh. Yeah, there you go.
Right. Did I hear just say Fidel Castro was the oppressor of the people?
Did you hear who said that?
That's what the caller said.
Jesus Christ. So yeah, you know, ask him how I'm come to that conclusion.
That's
so I can't say anything then.
That's why I say me. That's why you hear me now. Me take a stance. I mean, I discuss them socialists.
Yeah, because you can't say that things unless them come with no example.
No, Diego. But in fairness, Fidel Castro is a very polarizing figure who have heroes and detractors in probably equal number.
It doesn't matter. You have to still have to come with it.
And that's why I mean not discuss these things. Because I can just going off in a one realm and next time we start discussing.
But me said a man there
Him say people was swimming in
me
shark.
cannot say a man follow out a call name and say me same gear. What I mean?
Diego, him say people used to swim away in shark waters, away from
Shark infested
waters, away from Cuba.
The minute people leave Jamaica in a closed-in container and risk them life.
You could ask some sports, Diego.
You know, people leave here tip on boat and risk them life. What that have to do with the world that make him an oppressor? Nobody will agree with certain things.
Yes.
Anyway, and then G-Star now, did he say the only two teams can afford the Greek there's only two teams that can afford the Greek?
He was talking about it in terms of trade, meaning.
Oh, trade. Okay,
yes,
okay.
That's
okay,
the trade.
Okay. If he chooses and he accepts to go and all that,
Yes,
well, nobody's going to come to New York, but we have the money in New York, say we. All right, dynamic duo. Now, Orville.
Yes, sir.
You first, and then I want to get both on the take on this baseball big issue going on now.
Baseball.
No, there's a big issue in baseball, but I'll give it to you and then you give me your take on it. That's all.
Yeah.
You want to do that. You know, respect your opinion, you know, we might disagree. Now, we were talking about the 11. Staple give us his 11s, Orville, but he asked a question to ask.
What 11?
I gave him your 11.
The Western is 11.
I gave him your... No, I gave Staple your 11. So he has a question for you. You were saying, why are you playing 5 bowlers against, and then the batting so light with a great bowling attack? You say England is a tough bowling attack in England. Why would you play 5 bowlers and not 4? And not play the extra batsman?
Because Holder batting at 6 means I'm also playing 6 batsmen. Holder is batting better than some of these top order batsmen over the last 2 years.
But you don't hear what the man said.
No. By suggesting that
4 bowlers.
But may I answer you, Diego, if you just think what me just saying. By saying I'm playing 5 bowlers, you're suggesting that I'm only playing 5 batsmen plus the keeper. And I'm saying because Holder is batting so well.
Right. So you rate Holder as a batsman, but what I'm asking you
yes, so Holder could make this team purely as a batsman based on what he's doing over the last 2 years.
Don't you still think the bowling is light? That's what I'm asking you.
The bowling would be light then.
There you go. By strengthening my bowling, I'm not taking anything away from the batting. Holder could make this West Indies team and him batting alone, batting at 6.
Oh, so you are playing 5 bowlers then?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry.
But I'm also playing 6 batsmen.
Say no more, man. My misunderstanding. Yes. I must have gave him the team wrong then. I must have gave him your team wrong.
Yeah, man.
I think I gave him with you having 4 bowlers with Holder at 8.
No,
man.
He said Holder with
but Holder at 6.
Right.
Keeper at 7. And Rakim at 8.
You rate Holder because him average just as much as the top 4 batsmen.
Exactly.
And then Reese, you look at current form and by far ahead of
him. Bat better than Craig. Him bat better than what him named the Shehu.
By far.
But
Right. So Holder at 6 could make this team even if him no bowl.
Yeah, man, we get the understanding.
Right.
Because I agree with you, with the 5 bowlers, even though I have Carnal on my side, or you vex with. But anyway, now, the baseball issue now is done, and give me a full take now. Here's what's happening. Let me break it down simple. Right? Baseball now is trying to come back. And so you have a dispute now between the owners, the millionaires, and the players, the millionaires. Now, bottom line is this. In baseball, let's make it easy. Say you play 100 games for the season, and you get 1,000 a game, you get paid by the game. So if your salary is 100,000, that's 1,000 a game. Now, the owners are saying, because we don't have the full revenue, we're only going to get TV revenue, there's no live audience because of COVID-19.
Yes.
We want to pay you 80%.
So they want to cut them pay.
80%. And the players them are saying, no, we still want 100%. What says you, both of you?
It depends on how secure the organization is, how much money they usually make. I think.
No, they usually get 100% when
I'm saying, is the organization very successful financially? So they're not in the red, right now. That's
No,
what
but a private company, you're not gonna know them books.
No man, so may I say the players must know if the organization is one of the richest.
Them don't know.
Well, yeah, well, money now.
Nobody sees the Yankees books.
Well, if you're not, why make the same, Diego? You have to understand that you can't expect them to pay the same. It's a reasonable argument for them to make.
I think the argument rests on exactly what Zidane.
Yes.
No,
can the organization
not gonna know that? We're not gonna know that.
So
it's a difficult question to answer.
If we're not gonna know that, all things being equal, the owners have a point.
Yeah.
All right, so both I will agree with, because I'm saying Zidane and Arville, the fact that them not getting the revenue where them normally get when they get to 100%.
Yeah.
The pie is not, so you have to take a little, 80% to me is reason. It's not like them are telling us 50%.
Yeah,
them are telling you 80%.
By the way, the West Indies players in England, them salary cut by 50% in them.
There you go.
So they'll be playing for 50% less than them would normally play in Test match. So
you have to
understand. So no, but right, because there's no live revenue at the gate. The money, everything in total package is less. So but most people on the side of the owners say the players them kind of greedy still, but you don't know. I just wanted to get it.
I could work with that.
Yes.
I want to get a two genius take on that, you know.
Yeah, man.
All right,
Diego.
So I'll tell it to the people them in New York.
Tell them we're on your side. Of this one.
All right, say no more.
All right.
We'll take the break. We'll come back with music.
No one is immune to mental illness. Many are denied the benefit of the support of family and friends because of stigma and an oppressive silence around mental illness. Let's put an end to the silence.
The temperature by the Ministry of Health is
31 degrees Celsius in New Kingston.
KLAS Sports FM 89 now presents a health alert.
Practice respiratory hygiene. Make sure you and people around you follow good respiratory hygiene. This means covering your mouth and nose with your bent elbow or tissue when you cough or sneeze. Then dispose of the used tissue immediately. Droplets spread viruses. By following good respiratory hygiene, you protect the people around you from viruses such as cold, flu, and COVID-19.
KLAS Sports FM 89 has just presented a health alert.
You're listening to KLAS Sports FM 89, your number one sports radio station, the rhythm of the people.
Y'all ready for this?
The Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Track and Field Championships was dynamic in 2014. And the KLS team of Stratton, Dean, Juliet, Trish, Fort, and Grant gave you the coverage from all angles.
And now the anchor man is Matheson for Kingston College, and he blows away the rest of the field. Matheson blows away Georges, Calabar, and Santiago, and Matheson brings them to victory.
Join KLS Sports FM 89 from Memory Lane on Sunday, June 14 at 2 p.m. as we relive the exciting 2014 champs. Memory Lane is brought to you by New Budget Supplies, always the best prices. Yummy Bakery, best in value, best in taste. And Dunn's Electrical and Hardware. Visit 15 3/4 Reddings Road, Kingston 10.
You're listening to Jamaica's only daytime sports call-in talk show, The Sports Desk, on KLAS Sports FM 89.
All right, welcome back to the Sports Desk, and it's now time for music. And the musical selection is brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color. Sponsors by K-Party Rental, serving your kids our joy, and Express Fitness, your goal, our mission. This one from Mavado, Father God.
It's me again, Father God.
It's me,
your son again.
Father.
None of them a blow breath in a man. Warm today, Janus. Go inside. Father God, I make them fight me so hard. A lucky thing, see me no coward. A lucky thing, me put me trust in the Lord. Them want me for dead in the mag like dog. No make the hope you walk at them get no reward. No make them get no reward. No make the hope you walk at them get no reward. No. You see them sit down and a fight against me thing. Still them can't laugh. I see him with Judas and him friend them did fight against the king. Read the songs and realize I know nobody them. Them a try set me up with this body them. Successful life that a bother them. Power up and kill his snake on the ladder them. Father God I made them fighting so hard. I lucky things to me no coward. A lucky thing me put me trust in the Lord. Them want me for dead in the mag like dog. No make do up your work and them get no reward. No make them get no reward. No make do up your work and them get no reward. Yeah. Everybody in Gully man from if we make it out. So Gully man done, them a put me in a dark, make me Wally lantern. From the Gully house to me Wally mansion. Can't take the visa, them can't do no sanction. Now everywhere me go I stand innovation. Judge a people never lose in no occasion. Them know me, the new innovation. Hey, Father God I make them fight me so hard. Lucky things to me no coward. A lucky thing me put me trust in the Lord. Father God, no make two of your work and them get no reward. No. No make two of your work and them get no reward. No. Father God, no make none of them get no reward. Father God, no make them get the reward. Father. Glory God again. It's me again. It's me again. Father. Yeah. Father God, I make them fight me so hard. A lucky thing to me no coward. A lucky thing me put me trust in the Lord. Them want me for dead in the mag like dog. No make do up your work and them get no reward. No make them get no reward. No make do up your work and them get no reward. No.
All right, that was Movado's birthday. No, it was Bounty Killer's birthday. We played him earlier, but that one is from Movado, Father God. Brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color. Bouncers by Cape Party Rental, serving your kids over joy. And Express Fitness, your goal, our mission. Now it's WhatsApp messages.
WhatsApp messages brought to you by Hawkeye Electronic Security, securing what matters most.
Excuse me, boss. You have a text message.
It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
All right, there's quite a few. All right, let's start here. Zidane. Kaepernick was asked about Fidel Castro. The Fidel Castro t-shirt he first wore in August 2016. He said he agreed with his investments in education, free university, healthcare, and support Castro gave Mandela. The support that Castro gave Mandela during the apartheid in South Africa. He told reporters that anyone who thought he supported oppression had taken his comments out of context. That's what I was saying, boss, to Highgate, that there are some things that Castro was about that probably Colin Kaepernick liked and rated. So you cannot say all the bad things, because you might disagree with something that an individual does, but you agree with most of it, and you might rate the individual, because there's no perfect human being. I know, none. And obviously he thought Fidel Castro did some brilliant things. All right. Good day, Kalis. Sports boss on Highgate. I run away from Jamaica. That means I can't wear a t-shirt that says Jamaica. All right. I get Carl never so bossy at all when he got there. And here you go. Highgate was doing pretty well until he decided to pick up this Colin Kaepernick argument. You cannot tell what's in a man's mind unless you are God. Piney and Highgate needs to get back to earth. This is Billy. All right. Another. I'm sure that Highgate argument a madness, total foolishness. Highgate said Fidel is an oppressor, dead we laugh. Highgate, you have become the worst scholar on the program. Orville, worst scholar for the year. Is must must be end of the year. All right. Another. My God, Highgate second very low. Oh no. My God, Highgate sound very low on the Castro issue. Michael Manley, Mandela, all respect Castro. Castro fought for freedom, Africa. Orville, along with your English classes, please give some history also. See it? A whole heap of people read some things like Castro. That's the point I was trying to make to Highgate. While there might be a few things that you say, boy, it don't look so good, but there might be a lot of things that he did that help poor people and help people in generally.
All right.
So that's it. Yeah.
All right. That was brought to you by Hawkeye Electronic Securities, securing what matters most. And let me just remind you of the numbers before we go to the next call. 888-991-5527 or 888-935-5527. Overseas people, you may get us at 1-876-968-5005 or 6.
All right.
Here we go. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Rollington.
Yeah, man. Abel, what's up?
Boy, we're there.
Zenon, how you doing?
I'm doing okay, man.
Yeah, man. Now that we have gotten over this Kaepernick thing, because there isn't really anything else to prove.
Yes.
Let us take a look at Darren Sammy. Former West Indies captain Darren Sammy has called for his Indian Premier League teammates to clear the air and apologize over alleged racist slurs during the 2013-2014 season. Now, according to Sammy, while he was, playing with the Sunrisers Hyderabad and basking in the cheers of the crowds and all that, there were sounds that were being made, words that were being said that he really did not understand the meaning at the time.
Yeah.
You understand? And then, embarrassingly so, he found out after that
the word never means
the
strong
words
stallion.
were not complimentary at all.
The word means black cat.
Yeah, or something to that effect.
7 years.
Well,
7 years ago.
No, from 2013 when him done at Sunrisers.
Yes, at 2013, 2014. Now you know that Sammy is a powerful man. When it goes down, when he goes to India or Pakistan and have a lot of time.
So is black cat a racial slur?
Well, what I want.
When the man them did call him that name there, what was their body language and facial?
Yeah, and in what regard? Was it when he had taken a
yeah,
wicket
because
or
a man, you not if this term was meant to be derogatory, you would know from right then and there, how the man ever move with you,
Yeah.
You see, then why
it's just like a man I call a man dog. If you say, yo dog, not bad, you know the term dog is not derogatory.
But not only that, Abel. I am wondering now if this could have some kind of rippling effect going forward where the IPL is concerned and other West Indian players.
Like them we hesitant for use them?
Yes, there may be hesitation now because the man, I'm going to say, well, boy,
I don't know.
Man, react to this that way.
I don't
and
think...
bring our things into a racial... situation
because they used to call a player in what's his name again? They used to call him Coolie Pele.
Yeah.
Well, because he was a coolie, but they don't mean
in Jamaica.
They don't mean so them think something wrong with Coolie.
Exactly.
Yeah, you understand?
We
so maybe the
Shastra Dennis.
Yes, Shastra Dennis.
Yeah.
They call him Coolie Pele. It don't mean so them are
it was a name of endearment.
Yeah.
In other words, we read Pele and we think you are the cool version of Pele.
What I'm saying,
you can choose to take offense if you like, man. Anyway, go on.
Is that we might work it out this way right here and say, well, why? No. But can you imagine the embarrassment that he felt when he found out that the words were,
and
not really...
Some of the easy name wait till the protests are going all over the world about black injustice.
Yeah, I know him just
jump.
7 years after. Listen, I don't care what no one call me. What I care about is only deal with me.
Yeah.
So if you find out the man them deal with you good and the man them take you to lunch and the man them buy you 2 beers
and we sit together
and we sit together and
read
and the man them deal with you good, then no matter why name did mean 7 years ago.
The money that is being made down there is very credible money and things.
No, you want man apologize.
Very handsome. But we have to look at it from other angles. I mean, since this thing come up now, the slightest thing, you know, no matter how delicate a word might be, and it is used,
yes, man,
somebody going
take offense,
jump on it and take offense. So, and then again, as you say, body language and all that, depending on how they were reacting.
Yes, no man, but clearly,
you know, them going.
if they were treating him wrong, he wouldn't take he wouldn't take he wouldn't take him 7 years for a wonder what the word mean.
True.
Clearly, the man him never deal with him no way. And that it mean, you know. Because otherwise, him don't know so that what him deal with and the name of them call him never right. But the man him clearly used to deal with him good.
Darren Sammy was never really one of my favorite cricketers.
He did kind of like Darren Sammy, but boy,
certain other outbursts before, even when he was to come here one time. But the fact of the matter is, you know, it's something that has to be looked at because the Indian Premier League might now jump to the wrong conclusions about this thing and say, boy, you know, the man I'm gonna get delicate.
I don't think so.
You know,
I don't think it will go so.
I hope not.
All right, Rollington.
Rollington, big up yourself.
Take it easy.
Good.
All right.
Take a
Firmino with a flick on, Lallana in front of goal, and Liverpool are level.
To quickly take in free kick from David Silva to Aguero, and the fifth goal is poked in.
Chelsea with an overload. Here's Pedro. 2-0 to the Blues. An assist for Eden Hazard.
Here he comes. Marcus Rashford, stuttering run up. Oh, lovely penalty.
The EPL is back on June 17 on your number one station for sports, KLAS Sports FM 89.
For Sadio Mane, just for a moment, looked like he might get there. He does get there now ahead of Lindelof and fires it in.
The Saturday night alternative on KLAS Sports FM 89 offers the best in vintage music from the 1950s through to the 1980s, both local and foreign, interspersed with short historical data. Join me, your host, Roy Black, every Saturday, 6:30 p.m. to 12 midnight for this unique show, unmatched anywhere in Jamaican radio. The Spotlight Hour at 9 p.m. seeks to portray an artist or a particular mood by a verbal and musical presentation. Saturday night alternative, 6:30 p.m. on KLAS Sports FM 89. Be sure to join us.
Are you prepared? June 1 to November 30 is the Atlantic hurricane season, and it's very important for you to take precautions. Join KLAS Sports FM 89 every day at 7 a.m., 11 a.m., and 4 p.m. as we present hurricane tips. Don't get caught off guard. Be sure to listen and make the right move this hurricane season. Hurricane Tips is sponsored by
Chlorado Bleach. The ultimate clean is Chlorado Clean.
You're listening to Jamaica's only daytime sports call and talk show, The Sports Desk, on KLAS Sports FM 89.
All right, welcome back, and we go immediately back to the phone lines. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Andre.
Yeah, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, let me just touch a little bit of social issue quickly before I get into the sport. The caller that made mention of Fidel Castro being an oppressor. Just to give him just two facts right here. Fidel Castro was the main person, along with his country trooper, that helped in the fight against one of the most oppressive systems, which is known as apartheid in South Africa. Secondly, he was also the main person who helped Angola, which is also an African country, to freedom. So he also helped them in the liberation of Angola, right? So I don't think Castro is that a bad of a person as how he's making it sound.
I don't like when we talk about them thing up on the show.
Yeah, I don't like it. But I
don't have them topic, man. On call him in the shields.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to touch that before.
Emily,
all right, going to sports now.
Our Cliff Hughes then.
Yeah, going to sports right away now. Orville.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw whereby Andy Roberts made another comment about O'Shane Thomas that he should have been included in the original squad because of his faith.
Interestingly, both him and Michael Holding are of the view that O'Shane should be in the original squad.
Yeah, but I'm good. Andy Roberts he lives in the Caribbean. He's around more than Michael Holden, so he knows what is happening in the cricket in terms of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of surprised why he makes such a statement, knowing that O'Shane Thomas has not played any first-class cricket for the past 18 months. What sort of shape for someone who has played cricket at the highest level? Why would you make such a comment, knowing that this man has not played any first-class cricket for the past 18 months? What sort of shape could he possibly be in to play Test cricket?
Michael Holden one Pooran in the side, and Pooran has not played first-class cricket for about 5 years now, 6 years.
Yeah.
So them like who them like?
It's kind of baffling to me why they make such a comment. And the next thing I heard Andy Roberts saying is that although O'Shane Thomas is not a wicket taker, but here again he's wrong. I think he's a wicket taker. He might not be a very consistent person in terms of bowling line and length, and I don't think he's very fit, because even if you watch him in ODI cricket, you realize that O'Shane Thomas struggles sometimes to complete his 10 overs.
Yeah.
As a result of his fitness level. So I cannot understand why you'd make such comments, knowing that the man is not fit. Why would you want to put him in Test cricket, knowing that the man is nowhere near the fitness level?
Granted, they'll be in England for, when is the first test due to start? July 8th?
Yes.
Yes.
Now is when? July 12th?
Yes.
Right.
So, unless Andy's reasoning, and the side was named a week ago, unless Andy's reasoning that given a month, he could get in shape, in a month.
What kind of shape can you play? You should know that. You have to play first-class cricket. You can't play by doing nets and working out to be fit. That's not how it goes. So I can't see where you're going to say, oh, I'm going to get fit by working out and by next session. You can't get fit to play.
No, man, you can't. It helps. You can get fit.
It helps?
Yeah, man.
What?
I
don't see that in at all.
No. I'm saying playing in first class cricket definitely is the best way to judge how fit you are. Because guess what? And this is one of the problems I've had with how we coach fast bowlers and that.
Yes.
What you want, Andre, and you and I know, what you want from your fast bowler in our test match is 20 overs per day. You want him,
ideally 20 overs per day.
20 overs a day.
Right?
You want him Lego 6 or 7 at the start of play. And you want him Lego 6 or 7 in the post-lunch session. And you want him Lego 6 or 7 in the post-tea session. So you want him Lego 6 or 7 per session. But we don't train our fast bowlers like that. We carry them to the ground and we have them bowl for an hour or two on the trot, and then that is their work for the day. Yeah. And I've said to a lot of coaches, why not make him bowl 6 or 7 overs between 10 and 11? Leave the ground, come back at 1 o'clock. Bowl 6 or 7 overs, then leave the ground, then come back at 4:30, because that is what is going to be required of him in our test match. Spread out his work over a whole day, rather than just make him bowl one 2-hour session. And when we talk to the coaches them about it, them say, yeah, you have a point. So if we were training our fast bowlers like that, then I think that they would be better prepared to take on the rigors of test cricket.
Yeah, but we don't train him like that.
But we don't train him like that. If I get O'Shane Thomas, that is what I'd say. I'd say, O'Shane, you say between 10 and 11, I want your leg of 6 rapid balls for me, rapid overs. 12:40, and then you're done. You leave the ground at 11. At 1 o'clock, I'm going to come back at the hotel for you, so you can do your sleeping, although you're not going to sleep on a cricket field, but you can do some pool work. I'm coming for you at 1. I'm want your leg of 6 or 7 more. And then me carry you back at the hotel. And then come 4 o'clock, me come for you again. Because that is closer to what you'll be required to do when test cricket starts. I don't know that we train him like that, so maybe that is one reason why we couldn't use just training to get them in the game.
No, you couldn't use just training at all. So I think the way sometimes I see some of these fast players analyze the game, it's quite appalling to me, to be honest. I say, you can't be reasoning like that, man. You can't say you play cricket at high level and that sort of reasoning. There's a lot to be desired.
Well, you remember Lance Gibbs said, Raheem Cornwall now on a run up.
Yeah.
Take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. Listen to me, and you'll get better cricket than
No, I think, I have never played cricket beyond high school level a few games. I think I analyze the game far better than some of these players, to be honest.
You probably do. We have to leave it there, though.
You realize a good sense prevailed on Glenn McGrath in the ultimate ODI 11.
Huh?
Oh, them right.
Good sense prevailed. Yes.
They put him in 11, but personally, I wouldn't have him in my team still. You know.
Well, you would be wrong. You'd be wrong not to.
Andre, we could leave it there. The board full.
All right.
Enjoy the weekend.
All right, we take another. Hello?
Mr. Matthews.
Yes, Mr. P.
And Narville.
Well, go on, Mr. P.
Yeah. I just listened to your conversation with Rallington Town about Sammy, right?
Yeah.
And you, Arville, said, once them treat you good over a period of time, Sammy should even look out if him know the meaning of certain things, right?
If the man used to deal with me good,
yeah.
I'm in a business what the
All right,
word.
let me ask you something now. What are you working with class, right? Class owned by a Chinese company. None of you have a drive for yourself, for you live by Manor Park. And every evening, the station manager asks one of them co-worker who live up there to give him a drive. And every evening, him come out and talk him language and pat on the shoulder, right? Them treat you nice where salary and perks are concerned.
Me not talk about us at driving.
Now, what I do, Bill?
Yeah.
And then, over a period of time, in good doing it for around a year, every evening. And then when you find out what it means.
But in the example that you gave is not sufficient because now he's asking somebody else to drop.
What I'm saying, what I'm saying.
You will say him ask somebody to drop you up.
Yes, but
me I said, what if the example is him a drop me up himself?
Yeah, in a big Benz. He must say, come, sit down.
No, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. When him ask the man to drop him up, right? They are friends, you know. Him say, why, such and such.
No, man, that would, you don't understand me. I said, that
What
wouldn't be the same.
Just hear what me say.
But that is not the example we're talking about. No, man.
Well, I know, because some never know what the word mean, you know. When you don't understand what the man mean to him worker, be careful of them two men because they are notorious thief. When you don't realize what he mean. Him treated them very good, you know.
But he wouldn't be treating me, you know, understand me? That's why me could have saved you all the way you're saying, you know. I'm saying what I call good treatment is not for you beg a lift for me.
All right, him drop it up.
And he wouldn't stop this neither. Him call me up on a Friday evening and say, Mr. Higgins, what you do tonight?
Yeah.
And I say nothing. And him come for me with a road, a drink rum and look girl.
And when him
and when him have Sunday evening, him say, boy, what you do? And him say, come to the house, man, and we have lunch. And then me find out him used to call me Black Cat.
No. I would say that, you know.
A Black Cat are the word we have a problem with.
Yes, but I'm referring to the Chinese who carry all.
No, man, me not talk about call me thief. Make me give the example what the thing is now. Black Cat, that the man said. So now give me no thief in word example.
Yeah, because thief now.
Thief now what call me thief, but me find out say you call me Black Cat now, man.
I just use that talk about language where you don't understand.
No, man, but Black Cat different from thief, man.
Realize it, what it meant.
No, if the man black and then call him Black Cat, enough for them culture, man.
But Mr. P, whatever this thing would nullify that, you know, my boss. Because if the man a carry you home and have drink with you and a carry him house, he would think you are one thief.
Exactly.
What? You don't know people, man.
Why would I think you're a thief and you're at my house?
I'm a carry, I'm in yard. And
but if I watch you,
if I think you're a thief, you'll be working at my establishment.
No, man. Jinan, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. I have a friend, a girlfriend who come on my house sometimes, and she can't come further than my living room, you know. Because the first time she come there, what me say she do? Me say, watch up.
Are you invite her?
What do you mean?
Then why would you invite somebody in the yard if you think
I didn't know who she was.
After you find out so them a thief me attack, brother. Oh, you sound so to them, man.
No, Abel, you don't understand.
No, man, I understand.
No, but
because if me find out say you're a thief, me not invite you.
There you go. And I won't be around you. I won't power amongst you if I found out that you're a thief.
Sure.
No, man. What may I do with you, man?
You don't power with somebody who you would share anything confident with.
No, me not talk a one.
Thief. Why you jump
better about thief, my boss.
Abel, let me ask you something.
You would have hung out with a known thief, my boss?
No, unless I can prove it. But suppose everybody say my thief and you say you have to prove it before.
That's happy.
That's different.
Yeah, all over the place. Make a move.
I will watch her. Language, if you don't understand it, when you get to understand, man, is a different thing.
All right, boss.
That's right. All right, Mr. P. But that's why you spoke then about the treatment.
That's why I say
so you don't understand the language, but then you look
at treat me good.
You look at how he said it and when he said it and in what regard and then how they deal with you.
In other words, even if you were saying Orville, you're a really nice dude, I treat me bad at that time, I have a problem.
Hello. I will take the break. I will come back for more on the sport.
Yeah. KLAS Sports FM 89 now presents Sports in a Minute, Sponsored by Polyflex, fastest group of companies, Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and EdgeCamp.
News now in cricket. Crowds appear a certainty at Australian cricket grounds this summer, and the case for the T20 World Cup has improved after the federal government's announcement that some venues will be able to host up to 10,000 spectators for sporting events as of July. At the moment, the move only applies to grounds with a capacity below 40,000, so it excludes the 5 major test venues: MCG, SCG, Adelaide Oval, Gabba, and the Perth Stadium. The move to allow spectators back in reasonably significant numbers raises the likelihood that crowds may be able to attend international cricket and the Big Bash during the summer. It could also boost the chances of the T20 World Cup still taking place in October and November, although Prime Minister Scott Morrison said decisions over the larger grounds would take more time, and for the World Cup there remains the logistical challenge of having 15 visiting teams in the country. Cricket Australia's decision makers were encouraged by the announcement over crowds, albeit as the start of a long process towards working up plans for bigger venues set to host international and Big Bash cricket. Across the Tasman in New Zealand, there are even fewer restrictions, with full crowds able to attend this weekend's rugby matches. That was your sports in a minute.
KLAS Sports FM 89 has just presented Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Polyflex, the home of form since 1982, a member of the Morgans Group. Fastest group of companies, your electrical, lighting, solar, and LED people. Visit us at 77 to 79 Malines Road, 3 Cottage Road, 18 Fairview, Montego Bay, and 35 Ward Avenue, Mandeville. Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road, Maypen. And EdgeCamp, for people who dream in color.
Design your dream home with Total Hardware and Supplies. We have windows of all sizes on special. Doors galore. Choose from our wide variety of porcelain and ceramic tiles. Experience the best deals on sanitary ware, jacuzzis, shower enclosures, and baths. Just to name it, we have it all. Come on down to 2 Aiken Hill Drive, Pembroke Hall. Call us at 631-7648 or WhatsApp anytime 507-0865. Remember, same-day delivery available. Quality products, great prices. That's the Total Guarantee.
Interested in trading stock online? The Jamaica Stock Exchange's online trading portal is the easy and convenient way to trade and view your stocks. Buy or sell securities, view market performance, monitor account balances, and view statements. Contact participating brokers, NCB Capital Markets, Barita Investments, Sagicor Investments, VM Wealth Management, and MVL Stock Brokers, or the JSE, at 967-3271. The Jamaica Stock Exchange online trading portal.
After a long break due to COVID-19, the English Premier League resumes on KLAS Sports FM 89.
David Silva into the box, still has it somehow, finds Sterling! And that's the goal that Manchester City wanted.
Corner taken back towards Pereira, lovely delivery, surely 1-1! It is 1-1! Marcus Rashford at the back post.
On Wednesday, June 17, Arsenal plays Manchester City at 2:15 p.m. And then on Friday the 19th, Tottenham hosts Manchester United also at 2:15 p.m. It's sponsored by ABC Electrical Supplies, a better choice in the electrical business. MoneyGram, bringing you closer. Alliance Prepaid MasterCard, make big money moves, money at your fingertips. Access to Information Unit, your right to know, power to change. And Just Bet. Cash in on the EPL action and win big with Just Bet. Remember, you can play anywhere, anytime with Just Bet Mobile.
You're listening to Jamaica's only daytime sports call and talk show, The Sports Desk, on KLAS Sports FM 89.
All right, welcome back. WhatsApp messages?
WhatsApp messages brought to you by Hawkeye Electronic Security, securing what matters most.
Excuse me, boss. You have a text message.
It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
All right, Zidane and Orville. Wonder what these guys in Jamaica mean when they call each other dog.
Then that may I say to you, Zidane?
Yeah.
So maybe a man, all right, let us say a man come from foreign and never know what the term dog means. He may always say it,
yes,
but him don't know what it means. But I'm a boy, we're going to play domino, we're going to go club, and then him find out the dog really mean the animal dog. Or whatever him think it mean. You can't vex if me used to deal with your good.
Yeah, clearly it's not derogatory.
Clearly me name mean not derogatory. Some of them for cool, man. Them little bit too black for me.
Yes. All right, gentlemen, Pioneer is guilty of what he's accusing Kaepernick of doing, seeking attention and relevance. How can you question when someone gets their awakening? Should we say Malcolm X was a fraud because he got converted to Islam when he went to prison? Or say Lady Saw is not a real Christian because she got converted when a fellow female artist died? Time to end this stupid argument. Enough of Pine. Fear.
Pine is seeking relevance.
Yeah.
A hot lick, that's it. Jesus. He's doing the same thing when I accuse the other man doing. That's a very well thought out.
Yeah, man.
Not that I agree, but
yeah. Orville and Zidane, play the tape because I'm sure St. Diego said even if detergent is wrong, he should not change his opinion. Change his name to 5 Ducks and look good. Dead with laugh. Them not going to let go for that something.
No, the 5 Ducks thing they're wrong.
Yes. All right.
That's it?
No, final one. Yo, gents, an opinion can be wrong or right. It's an opinion, not a fact, Leon. He's saying an opinion can be wrong or right.
An opinion, what?
An opinion can't be wrong or right. An opinion is what it is, and it's not a fact.
An opinion is not a fact?
Yes, that's what he said.
So it can be right or wrong?
He's saying an opinion can be right or wrong. It's just an opinion, it's not a fact.
Oh. Why can't an opinion be a fact? What is it? I think no understand.
Yeah,
if I say, in my opinion, Asafa makes more money than me, is that an opinion? Me never seen a Asafa bank account.
No, man. That would be a fact.
That would be a fact?
Yes,
how you know?
Wait.
Yeah, I see that Asafa.
Boy, I see Asafa house and him car.
What they see is a house where Asafa living at. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know food in the title, bro. All right. Hawkeye Electronic Security, secure what matters most. And before we run, there's something happening this Saturday. Madam Producer, I can read this. So join Dr. Olivia Rose Esperance this Saturday, June 13, for part 2 of Coping with COVID-19, the Parents Edition. This is at 5 p.m. And the panel will include sports physiotherapist out of Barbados, Marita Marshall, sports nutritionist Kimberly Rudder, and St. Diego High School girls track and field coach Kilando Gober. And it will be hosted by Colin French on Zoom. And the meeting ID is 849-3539-7249. And the password is 519684.
Right?
All right. We go back online.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
This is Wenger.
Yes. I'm calling to declare my position. I have nothing personally against Orville, but I don't call Orville show. I mean, well, when he's on the radio alone. Simply because I think that Orville doesn't understand systematic racism and he is complicit as it relates to football players being dehumanized on the pitch. In other words, because you're being paid good money, you should allow people to dehumanize you.
Dehumanize is your word. Nobody can dehumanize me by talking.
That is you. And I'm saying
you can dehumanize me when you lock me up in a cell for 40 years, my boy. Words from a stand don't dehumanize me.
As it relates to racism,
yes,
and your stance, right, and that you have taken as it relates to black players.
So that's why you're not calling the show and make them on the show.
That's exactly because I take racism extremely serious.
Wait, stop the rubbish now.
Rubbish for
me and you have two different stance on that. I stop calling the show for that.
Arville, I won't call you until you have. It's just like how people in America are adamant about certain things.
No, well, me not gonna change, you know, so.
And that is why I will only call.
So you will only call Zidane. All right, since Zidane, yeah, because clearly you do, and me you call for that. So since Zidane.
No, you me call for that.
All right, Zidane.
So
Wenger.
Yes. All right, Zidane.
Yes, Wenger.
No, I don't want, and I think you know better than this, that there are some hosts who doesn't understand systematic racism as it relates to overt racism where somebody may call you a name. But deep down, they see you as less than them while they refer to you in a particular way. Especially when they're from a different culture and you don't fully understand the names that they call you. And in this day and age, where people understand certain things and ask that it be changed and people stop doing it, right? Don't let anybody lead it on.
You're talking about as it relates to Darren Sammy?
As it relates to Darren Sammy one, as it relates to the player being...
No, man. In the stands, it's a little bit different from if your teammate was saying Black Cat.
No, but I'm saying...
No, man. Hold on, Wenger. Be fair, man. Be fair, Wenger. Be fair. But hold on, Wenger. If that same teammate that calls you Black Cat, he's carrying you out and buying your drinks, and he's hanging out with you, and he's laughing with you and playing with you and bring you to his home in India. Clearly, that man couldn't think you're lesser of a person than him, my boss.
Listen, you don't understand systematic racism.
Why does Wenger believe him understand systematic racism more than me? Why you assume greater intelligence? But it's my show, I get paid for the on show to my boss. Me, I say, why do you assume that you understand this thing more than me?
Hold on. I'm not making any assumption.
No, but you say me not understand it. That's an assumption.
I'm saying to you, I specifically avoid the conversation, racism conversation with you.
Because you think me not understand.
Because in my opinion...
Maybe me understand and just have a different view from your Wenger. Be tolerant, man.
And I'm saying you're entitled to your views as it relates to racism. And that is why I allow you to speak of you, because you have one whole day to speak on racism and when you're alone.
The man said me not
and that's
understand racism.
And in my humble opinion, you do not understand systematic racism.
Okay.
And so I leave you in your ignorance.
When I understand systematic racism,
and can you allow me to speak?
I don't.
So hold on. So you're saying that
I'm asking a question.
Yeah, what you're saying?
Express your opinion as it relates to black players being insulted, trampled on, and dehumanized. Because
what you call trampled on, my boss? You understand how are you trampling on me with on the field?
Not literally, Arville. So I don't know where you're going. I don't know where you're trying to drag me. But you have stated your position as it relates to black
and
players.
My position as black players must not allow themselves to be discombobulated by some white man in our stands. What is that women don't understand about racism?
And I'm saying to you, you do not understand systematic racism.
I don't understand.
And because of that, I don't want to toy with you on it, I allow you.
I don't think that you understand systematic racism.
And that is why I am speaking to somebody else.
So you want to speak to somebody who agrees with you. All right. You can't take on the challenge of a person who challenges you. Zidane him think you are going to agree with everything.
No, I
don't.
But
I don't, because I don't understand it.
Zidane doesn't agree with me. I am speaking to Zidane from a perspective that I don't want anybody to mislead Zidane as it relates to racism, systematic racism.
Mislead.
And you are adamant that
Wenger, by the way,
adamant that you won't change your position.
But hold on, Wenger. By the way, we have a lot of listeners. What you mean when you say systematic racism?
Racism so embedded that it allows for people to have even privilege without them even knowing that they're getting a privileged position. Things that where people just assume in the back of their mind that they have a superior position, they're a superior human being to you.
So how does that relate to Darren Sammy now? Because Darren Sammy was rated in that team more than a lot of the players in them.
I am saying to you, the fact that somebody is...
Well, what I don't get is why is Wenger not rushing you? Say you don't understand systematic
because that is completely different from...
All right, you want me to come to you and then we go to the...
No, man, but
your time so up. Wenger, you have a minute, Wenger.
That is exactly the point. What one of the points I want to make. There are some things that cannot be fleshed out, and if you call Arville to speak to him, especially as it relates to systematic racism, right? He's going to tell you time up and cut you off.
I'm going to tell you time up after 1 minute.
Yeah, but the 5 minutes doesn't allow for me to teach you what is systematic racism.
Wenger, if you are bright enough, you can discuss most things in 5 minutes.
Arville,
if you understand the subject matter enough, 5 minutes is a long time for talk.
And I'm saying if you're stubborn enough, you won't get it in 1 minute.
All right, Venga. We have to leave it there.
All right. Thank you.
When I do, me I beg you call about the program when I'm on the program. Come like talk to you. And start the rubbish, but you're not coming me there and becoming understand.
I notice he has been avoiding you for a
reason. I don't know why, man. I'm a boy.
Yeah.
Man say nah, call me come and understand systematic racism.
All right,
Yes, I'm a God trial. People.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Doc.
You're welcome.
I'm not talking to you, Doc. You don't understand systematic racism.
No, I don't know if you understand
It's
systematic racism, but what I think you don't understand how you fight systematic racism.
Oh, so I understand it. I just don't know how to fight
I
it.
wouldn't assume that you don't understand.
Of course, he must understand it.
Because I know you and you match your cricket team. I know a lot about you.
Yeah.
And I know that when you're on the show talking, that's the best thing you do because talking is your thing. Allow me to tell?
No, talking is one of the things I do well. I debate very well.
All right, Avil, you think...
Hold on that. I could take the break because we'll be interrupting in about 15 seconds anyway. When we come back, we continue with Dr. Watson, who understands a lot about systematic racism and how to counter it.
You can get up to 90 days supply of medication on your NHF card and up to 60 days supply of medication on your JDEP card program. If you're 70 years old and over, you can get up to 60 days supply of medication at the DrugServe pharmacy. Reduce your wait time in the DrugServe pharmacy by using the scheduled refill or the drop-off and pick-up services. And remember to take your medication as prescribed. A message from the National Health Fund.
Bashko time. All the things that you need for your home, the price is so low, you would never need a loan at Bashko. At Bashko. Appliances, household furniture and rugs, gifts and linens and glass and mugs at Bashko. At Bashko. Whether the north or south, in the east and the west, Bashko, them all over, they must be the best at Bashko. At Bashko. At Bashko. At Bashko. 30 years giving you more. Y'all ready for this?
The Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Track and Field Championships was dynamic in 2014. And the KLS team of Stratton, Dean, Juliet, Trish, Fort, and Grant gave you the coverage from all angles.
And now the anchor man is Matheson for Kingston College, and he blows away the rest of the field. Matheson blows away Georges, Calabar, and Santiago, and Matheson brings them to victory.
Join KLS Sports FM 89 for Memory Lane on Sunday, June 14 at 2 p.m. as we relive the exciting 2014 champs. Memory Lane is brought to you by New Budget Supplies, always the best prices. Yummy Bakery, best in value, best in taste. And Dunn's Electrical and Hardware. Visit 15 and 3/4 Reddings Road, Kingston 10.
KLAS Sports FM 89 now presents a health alert.
Practice respiratory hygiene. Make sure you and people around you follow good respiratory hygiene. This means covering your mouth and nose with your bent elbow or tissue when you cough or sneeze. Then dispose of the used tissue immediately. Droplets spread viruses. By following good respiratory hygiene, you protect the people around you from viruses such as cold, flu, and COVID-19.
KLAS Sports FM 89 has just presented a health alert.
You are listening to Jamaica's only daytime sports call and talk show, The Sports Desk, on KLAS Sports FM 89.
You know what we're going to do, Arville? You're going to try and get Darren Sammy Monday to try and pick his brain.
We can't get it.
Yeah, man. As to how did the man him sound? Were you and these your friends in terms of your teammate? Were they? What happened? All right.
Dr. Watson.
Hello?
I think, hello?
Yeah, yes. Doc. Up to you. Back to you.
I think you understand systematic racism, but we go about eliminating it or fighting it in different ways.
Doc, is it systematic or is it systemic?
Systemic.
It's systemic.
Since,
but that's what I call to talk about.
Menu. But I have to input a little English language in it. But go on.
All right. You think that South African blacks have benefited from the dismantling of apartheid?
Well, them have the quota system now where some black youth must play on the thing.
So is that a yes or no?
From cricket, you would say yes. I
It's
don't know.
not
I
only
don't know about the
the
social
quota
side.
system don't affect only cricket.
Oh,
But overall, do you think blacks and black sportsmen benefited from the dismantling of apartheid?
I would think so. Yes.
All right, so that is a yes.
Yes.
Do you think there's a political link to the reason why black people benefited? Why black people benefited from, or why apartheid was dismantled, hence leading to the benefits that black people have derived from the dismantling of apartheid?
Nobody go with the question. Make the point you want to make.
All right. No, why I'll say that, because you don't like to discuss politics when you're discussing sports.
None at all.
And what threw me out a while ago is that when you would want to, I studied in Cuba, when you would want to refuse to acknowledge the input of Cuba in the whole African.
Because that is not the name. Listen, I am not comfortable talking social issues on a sports program.
But you can't do sports without the social.
No, man, I've been doing.
The reasons why.
No, man, but how can you tell me that I can't do it and that is what I've been doing for 15 years?
All right, I don't see how you can separate sports from social issues.
But I have discussed social issues that you ask me how can I do something that I've been doing for 15 years.
What do you think?
Huh? Him gone?
Yes.
Doc. Yeah.
I'm going out of the need.
Ask the question again, Doc.
To use sports as a vehicle, for example, in the cities and so on. So you can't separate the two.
But Doc, I have been separating the two. I only discuss sports.
I'm going to come closer to home. Yeah. Do you think GC Foster has contributed a lot to our sports development?
Yes.
Especially track and field.
Yes.
Do you think the politics that Jamaica and Cuba were involved in, the relationship, contributed to
yes. So I am prepared to discuss.
So
no, but you don't understand my point in the doc. I am prepared to discuss the importance of GC Foster to our nation's cause. And if that discussion, hold on, Doc. If that discussion means that you now have to big up the Cubans for giving us GC Foster, I'm prepared to go there.
Yeah.
Because what I'm discussing is then when me say I am prepared to discuss sports and the issues that surround a sporting item there, But in a vacuum, we not discuss Fidel Castro and whether how him run Cuba from how he not run Cuba. You see the difference there?
So Doc, you rate Fidel? You rate Fidel?
What do you mean, man? You know easy.
That when I study medicine on Cuba,
yes.
I'm going to rate Fidel.
I will. I call the defense Fidel today.
Most people, Doc, I want to tell you, most people I know like Fidel Castro. Most intelligent people I know. I don't know why, but they do.
Doc, and what may I say to you, I am prepared to discuss GC Foster. And if somebody should say, but it was due to the Cuban government why we get GC Foster, I'm saying, yeah, big up to the Cuban government for giving us Castro.
But you would not be prepared to say.
But me now go discuss Castro.
You would not be prepared to say, for example, Cuba was one of the major factor in the dismantling of apartheid.
Me now go there, so none of that.
But that's a fact.
But I know, I suppose me come to talk that me not say a lie.
Yes, but what I call to do is to establish a link that look, it's difficult to separate. I don't think you should.
Doc, you say if me allow the social, if me allow the social side to every sports discussion, we don't talk about Manley and Siaga on the program.
Then not nothing wrong with that. Well,
I know my thing that. Call Cliffy.
All right, Doc. Big up
yourself.
Hey, I take some leaks from my personal phone about this Fidel Castro press, I think.
Lord. You see, that's why I got him up there.
Hello.
One more, Madam Producer. Hello. Somebody gone?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right.
Harvey.
Man from afar, man.
Wait, what's up, man?
Man from afar, the man my pressure, you say the man for hold him grounds whether I'm wrong or not.
Not really whether I'm wrong or not. But a man can only be a man when you defend the position that you believe in.
Oh, so you never say whether I'm wrong or not?
No. So this is why.
What if the position that you believe in is the wrong position?
If it's the wrong position,
you realize that the facts
he can't defend. Well, I don't know whether it's the wrong position. It's an opinion all about sharing. About
no, but
each party sharing their ideas, and it don't mean that
I am right and you are wrong.
Well,
It's
sir,
an opinion.
based on the opinion that he has made, he has
Yes.
given, if we get certain facts, that opinion will look away still. If we can
Yes,
get the
but
facts that the man used to talk out against racial injustice from before his prime or during his prime, then it means that Pine Action needs to just cut it out.
You understand the point? You understand the point, the man from afar?
Yes, but talk
Because
about
that's his main point.
No. His main point is, well, on the man from afar, his main point is that Colin Kaepernick is only taking up this racial thing when his career done. What if the evidence can be found that him used to take up these racial thing at the prime of his career?
Or before even his
or
NFL,
before him even going to the
NFL.
Yes, well, if it is that he can verify that position, that earlier he was speaking out against racism in a forceful way. Well, fine. Everybody's decision, opinion on it would be,
Yes,
I think he would have to take his sanity.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Why I sympathize with Piney is even some people who talk so much nonsense at times, right? Coming down and Piney as if they don't talk bramble at times.
Yes. Oh, well, if at that you ask
and not leaving after.
No, well, if at that you ask
I know who you're talking about, no man from afar. Man from afar, I know who you're talking about.
Yes, but these people come in to crucify one of our brothers in church, man.
The one we are doing the crucifying, them bramble more anybody.
Yes, and hold on to the
bramble. That you say man from afar.
Yes. So I say, well, first of all, I said I sympathize with him, and I would stand with him when the whole world is coming down again.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
All right. Well, I think I understand the argument.
Yeah.
Yes. My point now, Arvin. When you look at how different is racism from classism.
One is based on color, and one is based on money and power and wealth and looks and.
So do they affect people with the same similarity?
Man from afar, I tell him, not discuss
in some case. In some case.
Man from afar. Man from afar, me tell you say.
I understand why if you're doing this.
Me no want nobody discuss no racism as an absolute on the program. If it have something to do with sports, call Cliff Hughes man from afar because me I go get in trouble. Man from afar. Man stop me out the road all the while, you know. I say, oh, me no like how you sound. But
and a sports that.
And a sports that. Man from afar, if me start talking about race and class and politics. Me I forgot beef up my security when me I drive out here.
Well, we know you wouldn't talk politics on this station.
No.
For sure. And we know why. So, no.
Yeah, man, say man, why? I
know why. We can discuss it everywhere else, but not here. And I know why. I don't have to go.
I'm just saying, me not discuss them something the man from afar because me know, me taking off licking a sports, but nobody not kill and war people in a sports.
Yeah.
Man from afar, you don't want me to start talk social issues, you know?
Yeah,
because me have to beef up my security.
But nobody that talking socialist, you can't do it like you know. Remember, you know that.
You know me?
Yeah.
And you know, say, give me the right forum. Me, I'm going to go hard.
Yeah.
So, on the radio, I suppose me say, sir.
Man from afar.
Man from afar, people are one of the man them will help grow me. So, people might not know. All right.
We'll try to squeeze one more man from afar.
Man from afar, we squeeze one more.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
All right. Hello.
I'm your uncle thing.
Yes,
Bobo.
I'm there, man. You know what? I'm going to tell you the reason why I went there. I'm going to call me to talk football to Arville.
How you think me not understand systemic football?
No.
We're going to big like that. I don't understand racism.
On a serious note, me no really believe you take football serious because there is no serious person can change from team to team. So me just think you don't really take football.
That's
serious. So me not discuss football with you. You realize that, though?
All right, I'm going back. Me's a Man City.
You can discuss reggae boys. You take the reggae boys serious.
Oh yeah, man. But me mean like club football. Him not take it serious. So me not discuss it with him.
All
you
right.
see that?
Yeah.
Quickly. How many gear are? About 4 weeks, Bundesliga are gone already?
Yes.
All right. You know the trend of mostly the percentage of away teams winning more than home teams significant than in the first half before COVID, right?
That's what happened in German league now?
Yeah, man. The away teams mostly win The advantage, the home team don't really have no advantage because of
the fans, the atmosphere.
Non-spectators.
Yes.
So my thing is this: do you think it will carry over in the Premier League?
Probably.
So most likely that when it comes to the bigger team, they will more have an opportunity to win because the smaller team win most of them games at home or do better at home because of the fans.
But you may not understand. Me, although me jump from team to team, you don't think me understand that point?
Yeah, most teams, whether big or small, win the home games more often than their away games.
Yeah, but the smaller teams would have more put up a fight when they're at home because of their fans. So they will do better at home more than away.
So you say now they have no real chance against the big teams when the big
exactly,
team come.
That's the point I made.
I see a point you're trying to make.
Yeah, man. Avil, me got to cricket with you now for the couple minutes left.
1 minute.
You have little bit of time.
Yeah, man. So the reason, I tell you, the team where you pick or the team where you select, you know, me not like it. Me feel like we're gonna go short if we use 6 batsmen, but you can still use Jimbo, you know. But what you do is use 2 spinner and use 3 fast bowler. So you still have your 7 batsmen.
No, man, I don't. I wouldn't use 2, all being well.
Okay, so now that's the reason why I tell you so we're gonna use one, and the one we're gonna use a Chase.
No, man, Chase is not spinner. Chase is a batsman we can bowl.
Hey, the brother, you can't diss the man. Yo,
no, Chase is not a spinner, sir. Chase is a batsman who can carry my man.
The man is better than that. Avil. The man is just.
Right, the man is a batsman.
The man better. The man. You can't just say the man is just a man. Look, you even look on the man 1 day record.
Bobo, call me Monday.
Right,
I will talk cricket to you because you sound like you know cricket.
Yeah, man, I me talk with you.
Big up, enjoy the weekend, Bobo.
Yeah, man, see him too.
All right, that's it. Wonderful program, nice program. Join us again next week on the Orville. We'll be here until then. So long.
You've just participated in the Sports Desk, Jamaica's #1 daytime sports call and talk show on KLAS Sports FM 89.
KLAS Sports FM 89 now presents a hurricane tip, sponsored by Chlorado Bleach. The ultimate clean is Chlorado Clean. And Ministry of Health and Wellness. Healthy people, healthy environment.
After the hurricane, do not go outside barefooted. Avoid wearing open shoes and watch out for broken glass. Seek medical attention at first aid stations, hospitals, or clinics for persons injured during the storm.
KLAS Sports FM 89 has just presented a hurricane tip, sponsored by Chlorado Bleach. The ultimate clean is Chlorado Clean. And Ministry of Health and Wellness. Healthy people, healthy environment. KLAS Sports FM 89 now presents a health alert. It's brought to you by Ministry of Health and Wellness. Healthy people, healthy environment.
Wash your hands frequently. Regularly and thoroughly clean your hands with an alcohol-based hand rub or wash them with soap and water. Washing your hands with soap and water or using alcohol-based hand rub kills viruses that may be on your hands.
KLAS Sports FM 89 has just presented a health alert, brought to you by Ministry of Health and Wellness. Healthy people, healthy environment. It's now time for Golden Moment.
The 2014 ISA Boys and Girls Track and Field Championships at the National Stadium. The boys open for 100 meters hurdles.
The boys are on the track next year from Dispatchery, the lane draws.
Xavier Lawrence of Calabar goes in lane 1. Chad Miller, Kingston College, lane 2. Keen Williams, Stets in lane 3. Jaheel Hyde, Woolmers, lane 4. Marvin Williams, the world youth champion over this event, in lane 5. Duran Crooks, Monroe, lane 6. Kamar Mowat, Monroe, lane 7. And the Jonah Morgan Excelsior in lane 8. 2 from Monroe, 2 from Stets, 2, 4 from St. Elizabeth. In total, Xavier Lawrence, King of Calabar, Chad Miller, Kingston College, and Jaheel Hyde, Woolmers. It is said that this record is under threat, and the man to watch certainly has to be Hyde. He's great over 400 meters and a very good hurdler. But Marvin Williams has won it at the world level.
They go off and running. Hyde gets up well and he attacks the man in front of him, Marvin Williams, the world youth champion of Sets. Hyde is traveling very fast.